Mine aren't glasses, mine are blue light glasses because my actual glasses are broken and I need to go and get some new ones. Okay.
On
I
Channel
do too.
4. Don't say fuck or bugger. Like,
It's not live.
it's not live. Live on Channel 4. Don't say fuck or bugger. They post and post. Woo!
502. Oh, that's good.
Right. Yeah. Hi. Yeah.
Yes.
The credit.
Hi. Hi. Yeah.
It's all on
Wow.
you. True. It's got to be true. The first one.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You pick. It's your channel. Wild. Anything you like.
Yes.
What was it?
Yes.
Yes. Blind. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where the fridge was. What the fridge was in. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
I do. I remember.
Yeah. Can I jump in on this one as well? Well, the thing is, in that same flat, I had my first night out with my mum. We went out drinking, we came home, I was a bit drunk, and I went to bed, and I had the little room on my own, do you remember, at the end of the hall?
Yeah.
I was lying in bed, and I just seen something at the corner of my eye. It was like, and I looked up, and this thing with no face, black face, had my clothes on. I had like a white t-shirt and like a little what's it called? Like a waistcoat thing.
Yeah.
And a pair of like black trousers as well. It's because it's what I'd went out in. And it was standing there like this, with no neck, down, with its head like this, and I went, Mum, Mum, I thought it was me mum. So I went to like touch it and it just went I ran around the room naked in a pair of pants, no top on. She was in there with a boyfriend. And I ran in and jumped in bed with her. I think at this point I was just crap me pants. I was like, yeah. Yeah. And you'll freak.
Yes, we're verified.
I remember you saying that. Yeah. I was so used to it, and it was me as well. So that flat was definitely haunted. Yeah. We're gonna
Yeah,
agree on
oh, 100%.
that.
Yeah. No, it was
Yes.
next door. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Plus, it's a
it was
very
bad.
old house as well. It's been there like God, donkey's years. You know, way back in the 50s, I think. I don't know, but it was there for such a long time because it was so like such an old building. But yeah, dead
But
creepy.
the one that we moved to after, the one obviously down the road,
uh
that was just as haunted.
huh. I've got a nice one.
That stairwell of that house was horrifying.
Yeah.
You know, it was so enclosed in, and it was pitch dark. It was
Mhm.
so dark. Um, but I mean, just the fact that Grandad Jim's dog wouldn't even come into mine or your bedroom, Amanda. It used to sit in the hall, barking and barking and barking. Yeah, yeah,
Really?
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
heard stuff.
yeah.
Do you remember when I had that thing about when I was lying in bed and Brogan was a baby? I had Brogan as a baby, and me and Aunt had that big bedroom, and we had the windows open, and we heard all we heard is Aunt literally looked at me. I looked at him. He jumped up, threw the light on. He went, "Please tell me you heard that as well." And I went, "Oh yeah, I heard that. What was it?" It didn't come from outside. It came from where the fireplace was. Oh yes, it was your name. They said, "Honest." Sorry to creep you out, Kim, but no, they did. They whispered Amanda, and it was like, but it was like an exorcist voice. It was horrible. It was like bone chill. Bone chill.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
No way.
100%.
I want to hear this.
So it happened. God, it happened numerous occasions. So it happened a couple of times before I got with Marty.
Can I
Mhm.
just can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
I've been muted this whole time.
You absolute Turner.
No
I'm
way.
so sorry. So I am gonna have to tell my story again, but I'll let you tell your story. Um, I've been muted, but you guys haven't. So I will
Oh, sugar.
retell my story after. Fuck's
Oh.
sake. Right, carry on.
Uh, yes. So it happened multiple times. The Exorcist. Just to reiterate, it was muted. The story I'm talking about is the Exorcist voice that Sam was talking
Oh no,
about.
they can hear you and they can hear Sam, but my personal mic was muted.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. The one Sam was talking about because you said tell them about the
Yes,
Exorcist voice
Kim,
that I heard.
tell your
Yeah,
story.
Yeah.
just helping people out.
Yep.
So yes, um, it happened on multiple occasions. So a couple of times, I was in on my own, and I heard banging, scratching, and like growly voice, like you see, Reagan from The Exorcist. Um, and it would always be either Amanda or Mom, Mom, but in like a scary, gravelly, horrible voice.
Yeah. Was that after I'd moved out?
Yes, because that's when I got that back bedroom when you fucked off. No, you had
When
the
I
front
was living
room.
there, you had. Oh yeah, I had the front room because you had the back room when I was living there.
Yes, I was going to say you had the front room and I had
Mhm.
the back room, and Amanda
Yeah.
had the one opposite me. And then when you moved out, Mum moved into your room,
Yeah.
and I still room.
Excuse me. Mhm.
It was a horrible house. That it was really scary. It used to scare the shit out of me.
It was
Yeah.
horrible. There was something not right in that house, and I'm glad I left. Like,
So,
obviously, I left the house.
so my story that I've already
Yes,
told,
back to your story.
but nobody heard because I'm an asshole, and it was muted because I am terrible for this. The first 10 minutes I've been muted, but I didn't title it though. I didn't title it, and I forgot. So the title of my story is called "The Girl in the Kitchen." So, like I said before, when we were younger, we lived in a flat, which was coincidentally right next door to a funeral director. And I remember play fighting in the kitchen with Kim. Not in the kitchen, sorry. I was on the sofa. So you've got our kitchen door was here, and the sofa was like here in the living room. Mum was in the kitchen cooking pasta. Num 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 num. My favourite food. Me and Kim like this on the sofa, and then I just kind of go, and I just stare in the kitchen, and Kim's like, Amanda, what's wrong? And I'm just looking, and I shit you not, the girl was sat on the bench with, I know, cliche, but a white long dress. Like, it looked just like a nightgown, like a white one. She had like long darkish hair, but her face was like grey, and she looked like she'd been in water or something for a while. And she had dark around her eyes, and she literally just kind of went.
My God.
And it scared the shit out of me. The shit out of me. But to follow on from Sam's story that nobody else heard, by the way, about her creepy bedroom in that same flat. And she was staying at her boyfriend's one night. Mum was in a bedroom with her current boyfriend in bed asleep. I was sleeping in her bed. Mum was like, Amanda, sleep in that bed tonight. And, fuck off, leave me alone. So I was in bed. And I just
Adult.
lay there with. I can even
Child.
because I have a blankie. So I'm just laying there with me little blankie, right? And I just like so cozy, comfy room like Sam's room, and all I hear is, I killed and buried 7 animals in here. A whisper right in my ear, felt the breath and everything, and I'm just like, and then I feel these animals walking all over me, and then my blankets fly off. I scream, run into Mum's room, and hop into bed next to her with a boyfriend. Poor Mum had no privacy when we were little, but I never stayed in that bedroom ever since. And Sam used to have. The thing is, in that house, they'd be banging from Sam's room when nobody was in there. And do you remember the photo frame that would fly, not just come off the wall, it would fly off the wall and then drop.
Yeah.
In that, I can't remember what the
Yeah.
photograph was of, but it would fly
Was it
off.
Nana? Oh no, that was when we were young. No,
It
Nana's
was
was
a little one like that. And
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but I remember it would fly off the wall and it would hit the floor, and it was
Yeah, it was
absolutely
Nana's.
terrifying. It scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
But that was a creepy house. Creepy house.
Yeah.
Obviously, we lived in 2 houses in Silksworth.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of houses around there are haunted. Like your
Yeah, the
house,
bomb.
Sam, that you had in Silksworth, yours was creepy as well.
Oh, I used to sleep it when I was in the kitchen. I'd be washing the dishes, and obviously the kitchen's there, like very long.
Mm-hmm.
The top of the kitchen is like the dining room way, but obviously this is the dining room. This is the kitchen door here, but this way was just like a wall. It was like a little arch, and then it was just the wall. You couldn't go any further. And I used to always see people toddle along behind it. I'd be like looking. Oh yeah, it was never anything.
I remember Brogan's bedroom, because obviously you had his room, but then yours was kind of like a room off his, which was weird. And I remember sleeping. I think I was in his car bed or something, or I was on like an airbed, and I remember lying there, and it was really funny actually, because I remember waking up, and I just saw blue jeans, a white hoodie, with a man stood like this, just looking at me. You remember me telling you about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he had, I think it said England or Lonsdale or something. I think it was Lonsdale in red across the front of his hoodie. And I think it was the next day, Mum actually told us that our uncle had died.
Yeah.
And he used to wear that
Yeah.
that was literally the stuff he'd wear all the time, so that was really, really creepy as well. But that house was that I don't think that was a case of your house was haunted for that one. That was more like a kind of come to say goodbye
Really?
kind of thing. But that house scared the crap out of me.
There was a few things because I was lying in bed once, and obviously our bedroom was here, and then obviously there was a little nursery, wasn't there, that was attached to my bedroom.
Yeah, it was really cute.
And I was in bed and I could see Brogan's cot from my bed, and underneath of his cot, I seen a grown-up version of Bert. Must have been about 5 or 6. I seen not Bert, Brogan. I seen a Brogan under the and I was like, oh no, there's nothing there, there's nothing there. And honestly, you must have thought I was just seeing things and I was creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear it?
Very loud, yeah.
Ah, it's so quiet. I don't know why.
What is happening with your volume?
I was
Can
like,
you hear me now? Sorry, my mic was moved.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, you went really, really loud. All I could hear was like a TV.
Sorry, dude.
ghosts are trying to interact with us and like join in.
Sam
us.
was like,
Hey, I was
"Don't claim me now."
can you see me? Do you remember me?
Right. Okay. So we've talked about ghosts, but Kim, do you have a story?
I have loads of stories. Which one would you like us to start with?
Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it for a story?
Oh,
It's all mine.
so it's Kim's turn.
It's Kim's turn, Kim.
Right, so where do I start? Oh, I'll start at the house in Farringdon because you love that house.
Literally, that house. Your butthole will go. As soon as you even think about going in that house, like I had something. The only time I could stay in that house is when I was that drunk. I would just sleep. It's the only time I could stay in that house. But apart from that.
Yeah, so in that house, it started off with Ebony having an imaginary friend.
One minute, you're
Yeah?
really, really crackly.
Yeah.
Is she crackly for you, Sam?
No, yes,
Yeah, you're really crackly.
Sorry, I think it might be my wire.
Now I hear nothing.
Are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's better.
So much better.
Right, sorry, it was me. My wire was twisted and it was coming out.
Now worse than when you get your wires twisted.
Yeah. So, yeah. So House and Farringdon with Ebony having a imaginary friend. Oh, that was funny, Amanda.
I know, I just decided to blur for no reason. It's been a day in my house.
It started off with Ebony having an imaginary friend called Charlie. And Charlie was her best friend. He was an imaginary friend. I'm doing air quotes. She was called. I'm doing air quotes.
Okay.
Imaginary.
Just narrate as well. It's fine.
And he would be pretty much responsible for everything that went on in that house. Doors banging, stuff moving about Ebony's bedroom, stuff moving about the sitting room, things got missing. But I think one of the worst things to happen was Amanda used to come and stay at mine all the time. And she would always stay downstairs on the sofa because more than likely she would sit and watch the telly until she fell asleep.
Yep.
This one night, I'd been upstairs for about half an hour, 45 minutes, if that. And I was just lying in bed watching the telly, and I get a text message of Amanda. Kim, are you awake? Are you awake? I was like, yeah, why? And then she phones us. She's like, there's somebody banging on the door. They're trying to get in. I was like, what, the front door? She was like, no, the sitting room door.
Oh my god.
I went, just come upstairs if you're scared. She was like, will you come down and get us?
We're like, no,
Complete true story. I was just laying on the sofa and the door literally wasn't that far away from the sofa, and it wasn't like a bang bang bang. It was like a like someone was doing this on the door, and the door was just going, and I fucking shit myself there. And I was like, Kim, will you come and get me? I slept in her bed with her that night. Not that I slept much. And ever since then, I would literally make her, until the age of like 20-year-old, and I'm like, you can stand at the bottom of the stairs and you can wait until I've been to the toilet so I know I'm safe.
Yeah.
Because
Everybody used to do it.
Yeah, Ebony's bedroom, it was like a portal for just demon life. It was fucking terrifying. I hate that house, Kim. I really did. It was so scary.
It was such a bad. It was like a bad vibe house, wasn't it?
It was. You didn't get good vibes from that house. It was like
No.
It was bad vibes, and I can walk in a house and I get a feeling straight away, and I know if there's something in the house. I have literally turned down houses to live in because I know fine well there's something in there, and I ain't dealing. Like, I know there's probably something going on in this house now, but I don't think it's anything that's been here before. It's more I've been followed around by them my whole life. And you guys know that. They follow me everywhere I go.
You just haunted as a person.
I'm a haunted person. Yep. I'm a haunted person. Honestly, we just with me like bags. But I know when there's something in a house, and I've turned down houses to literally not be in them because of little spooks. Because I'm not dealing with that.
You can really feel it.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have a story for you.
Go wild.
Well, this is off years ago. My mum and dad told us it, right, when we were younger. And this still to this day, they tell you that, you know, this happened. They had a flat together. I think it was before he had Elena or any of us, right? And they were lying on the floor. They had like a pull-out bed or something, I think. And my mum got up in the middle of the night because there was no blankets on her. And she looked at the bottom of the feet, and there was this big, fat man with no skin, with his blanket wrapped around him. She jumped up, woke me dad up. She was like, "Billy, Billy," you know, or Ben as she used to call him back in the. She was like back in the day, "Hey, Ben." He jumped up, put the light on, nothing there, but the circle was still there where that fat guy was sitting. Honest to God.
I barely remember us saying something about a guy with no skin. That is so creepy. That is terrifying.
I would have shit me pants.
I remember saying it Elaine's one night. I had a similar thing like that where I woke up and someone was just kind of stood over me, and I just screamed, and it scared the shit out of me. I don't like. I hear things all the time, but I don't like to see things. It's one thing feeling something or hearing something, but when it's right in front of you, I don't like that. I really do not like that. Not at all.
But I've actually seen. I was lying in my bed once, and I was talking to, you know, my ex, and he was facing one way and I was facing the other, and the wall was right in front of us. The window was here, right next to us, and then there was like me curtains, and I was just talking away and blah blah blah, and I just seen this little person, this little boy, black shadow, run and hide behind the curtains. And I just lay there for a second to think.
Burn the house and leave. I don't do children.
Terrify me. He used to jump in the bed behind us. I'd literally feel something behind us, and I'd turn around, and it would be gone. And my mum was like, "Oh, just ask it what it wants. It doesn't bother us. You know, it's a ban."
Yeah.
But it never bothered us, and I told him the next day, and he was like, "Oh, nah, fuck off. I don't believe you." And I was like, "Fine, don't believe us, but I'll tell you what. I've seen it, and I've seen that loads of times in that house. That was up White House Court, that."
That's creepy.
It wasn't harmful. It's not sinister. Like Kim's house now, she's got plenty of ghosts in there. None of them's sinister. You don't feel.
Literally,
it's like a terminal.
Why did it do a podcast? All the shit we've been through.
You don't feel scared though, do you, in your house, Kim?
Not at all. I don't feel.
The thing is, we've seen it though, haven't we? We've literally. Kim has pictures, that we're happy to put on in the future at some point.
Yeah.
And you can literally see a little boy stood clear as day. She's got pictures, plenty of stories of that house.
It's I found something happened. And made a box on Ebony, didn't it? It was behind her.
Oh my God, yeah. I forgot
That
about that one.
That was so
I was
creepy.
like, she was like, whoa.
Well, I mean, in the past, I'll say a month, because I can't quite remember when it happened with the safety gate. I was on video chat to you at the time, Sam.
Yes, you were.
And the safety gate was moving backwards and forwards, and I literally I closed the safety gate and I went, "That's what you farting in church, won't it?" And I was like,
I don't
"Stop fucking
understand
about
that
with me shit."
reference.
Do you remember the one where
I
you were
don't
when you were
understand that.
and it was doing some noise and you went, "Then you can fuck off and all," and I went,
Yeah,
just
does
me.
times. I
get
just tell
ignored when
it
I tell
off.
them to stop. I say, right, come on, pack it in. I've had enough, and they just continue. Happened today.
I bet Kim's neighbours brush their teeth and get out of bed when she shouts.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
I'm gonna haunt someone else.
me ghosts are used to us shouting, especially having a teenager. I think that's where my anger comes from. It's
Oh.
the teen.
Yeah.
Literally
One-
scaring ghosts, Kim.
Yeah.
Right, I have a story for you ladies. About
Did you say
haunted-
I've got a story, fat ladies?
Excuse me. I'm not
no,
that fat.
No,
I mean,
I
I'm
said
not chunky, but
I said I have a story for you ladies.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is about a haunted doll.
Right.
So it's a very brief story
Mhm.
about a doll called Peggy. Little Peggy. So
Like, sorry.
compose yourself. Right. So
Sorry.
Peggy. So apparently 80% of the people who have come in contact with Peggy or have even looked at her have experienced some kind of bad reaction that range anywhere from headaches to full-blown mania. Peggy was believed to be causing bad dreams to the family who owned it. The family even brought in a priest to bless their home, but the situation worsened and they sold the doll. How do you just sell a doll like that? Like, hey, this has literally been causing me mental trauma. A priest couldn't get rid of that shit. So, hi, here you go, buy it. I'm sorry, but you wouldn't be buying it, would you? I bet they
It's
didn't
not like-
disclose.
There's
People
some
sell
big
them on eBay all the time. I keep asking Chris, but he keeps telling us I'm not allowed one.
You don't want a doll. Honestly, the shit that it's either you're gonna get scammed and it's just a doll that someone rubbed some dirt on, or you're gonna get something nasty in your house and you don't want that.
Yeah.
Nah.
I literally, as much as I love the whole plaques of Ouija boards and stuff, like I would never fuck with a Ouija board ever again after when we had that one on the computer. But that's a story for another time. But plaques like
They're fine as long as you know how to use them. We used one in the basement
no,
in Usher College.
no, they're so dangerous. No,
No,
I
they're
won't touch them. I literally love the art style and I won't even draw them. Nothing.
I make them for a living. Literally, I make them out of wax for a living. Genuinely.
Just a little bit of non-paid advertisement here. Sheen have got the shower curtain, Ouija board curtain, bath mat, and toilet cover.
Oh, I need it. I need
No,
it.
you can't do
The
that. Right? You
demon
can't,
while you wash your hair.
no, you can't do that because you're gonna get ghosts in your arsehole.
Amanda, don't you have a purse with a Ouija board on, just like me?
But that's a purse.
It's
Pretty
in your money.
different. No, but I won't draw the what the fuck do you call them things? The
Pentagram.
no,
The plane.
The planchette.
that
Planchette, that's
I
it.
will not draw the planchette. It kind of sounds like a vegetable, doesn't it? Here tonight,
Kind
darling, I'm making meatballs and planchette.
I'm making pancetta.
Yeah. Right, has anybody got a story, or would you like another haunted doll story?
I want another haunted story.
Another
Yeah.
haunted story.
One of these, Amanda.
Right, okay. So,
And one of these, Amanda.
are they all really pretty though? Sam's whack milk.
And a- Gonna haunt Amanda. I'm gonna send it to you in the post.
Sam's whack melts. Buy 'em.
Some
Wax melts.
yeah.
And that, guys, is social anxiety. Anyway, so right, so as well, we have Harold, little Haroldinho here. So
Ooh.
the owner of the doll reported that he could often hear the laughing and crying of a baby coming from the basement where Harold the doll was stored.
Mm-hmm.
He also claimed that the doll seemed to have a pulse. Don't want to ask how he knows that. The man who sold this doll on eBay was petrified by its presence. He lost his cat, his girlfriend, and himself started suffering from chronic migraines. And that seems to be like a pattern I've seen in loads of different stories of like dolls and possessions of houses with demons and stuff, that you'll start getting like really bad migraines and you'll start feeling really unwell and you have problems with like your blood and stuff, like you'll get really badly anemic. So maybe I have a ghost in my house. But that's
Jump
like,
in.
how creepy is that? Go for it, Kim.
So these dolls, right? The really old dolls, yeah?
Right.
So has anybody ever thought of the fact that these dolls are then painted with lead paint, which can cause all of the above?
Yeah, quite possibly. You're very right, but we're getting a lot of these dolls that aren't actually lead painted. And I mean, this one doesn't state whether it's lead painted or not. But people are getting like the Raggedy Ann dolls and stuff like that, and they're literally causing problems in the house. I know there's a girl on TikTok. I can't remember what a TikTok name was, but her account is showing the dolls and how they move and how literally our animals react to the dolls. And they're just normal porcelain dolls. Now, I don't like keeping anything in my house like that because it scares the shit out of me.
What's your channel? Comment below. We need to know. We need to have a look.
I don't know a channel.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. I don't know a channel. I just know she's on TikTok. That's all I know.
Yeah, if she
But
sees
it's
this, you
really good.
want to know.
I did first see her channel recommended by Louie Lane.
All right, okay.
So browse through that shit and you'll probably find it. She's got dark hair. She's very like witchy goth kind of thing, and she just talks about all that spooky dolls, and it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
Oh, I'll have to have a look. I love spooky stuff. I always watch stuff like that.
Yeah.
Funeral stuff. Just, it's interesting.
Someone give me the story. Give me the goods.
2 minutes. I am just getting a drink.
Sam, do you have a story?
Do I have a story? I don't know.
I've got loads. I've got one if you're not ready.
Yeah, I'll let you, because I can't think. Honestly, my mind's just drew a blank. I've got loads, but just...
I have...
have you got one, Kim?
I've got... I mean, I could start talking about me house experiences, if you like.
Yeah, go for it. And then at some point, I've got one from a Reddit user as well, which is kind of creepy, about ambulance drivers.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim, go about your pale lady. What you've seen and what Amelia's seen.
Should I? Right. I'll circle back to that. I'm going to start at the beginning. I'll do it quick.
Okay.
So I've been here 3 years now. So it started off as just the odd knocks and bangs, and you know, sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Your demons leaving your body.
I'm in stream, so I didn't blow anybody's ears out. I'm back on though. I'm not mute again.
Yes. So it started about 3 years ago when I first moved in here. It was just like the odd bang, and you know, I thought it was just old house. You know, you'd have to put it down now. And then I didn't really start believing it was true until Amelia started telling us about our ghost friends at the age of like 3. So she would tell us about her ghost friends all the time, and I would just be like, oh, you know, she's just 3. But bearing in mind, Amelia, my child, who's nearly 6, has told everybody that listen, that she has been here before. Yeah. From around the age of 2, she started talking about it. And then the ghost friends came into it, and she used to tell us about ghost friends coming to see her, touching our things, and she hated it. So, there was one day I was in the kitchen making dinner for the kids, and I'd came back through into the sitting room to ask Amelia what she wanted for our dinner, because, you know, used to both know Amelia, fussy child. And as I walked through from my kitchen, so my stairs are like semi-open, so I walked through from the kitchen into my sitting room, which is opposite the stairs. As I walk through, I see a girl with long hair, around 7 or 8 at the time, and it was like she'd span round, and I just seen like a hair swoosh, and I thought it was Amelia. And like I popped my head around the stairs, nobody there. Look in the sitting room, Amelia sat on the sofa. So that was my first experience of seeing one in my house.
Freaked me out, man.
And then there's plenty of times I've been in the kitchen washing dishes, and my sink, so if you're standing at the sink washing dishes, your back is to the kitchen door.
Yeah.
And everybody knows the feeling of being watched.
Mhm.
You know what it's like when you know there's something behind you. So like you turn around and there's nothing there. But when you can see the reflection of the door in the window and you see somebody pop the head round the door and you know you're in the house by yourself and there's nobody else in that house,
Yeah.
that is when you know you've got a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, yeah, that's creepy.
speed things up a bit to more recent times. There was the picture I took of Amelia, which we will show at some point on stream.
Uh-huh.
The picture I took of Amelia, and it was you and Sam who noticed something standing on the stairs, or should I say, noticed quite a few things grouped together standing on the stairs.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
photo was. Well, you didn't notice at first, did you? Because you'd sent me
No.
a picture of Amelia just being all cute, and I was like, "Do you see what I see?" And you're like, "No, no. What do you mean?" I'm like, "Zoom in on your stairs," and there was literally, you could see a boy kind of like
Yeah.
as if he's screaming or like shouting to get your attention, and obviously you can't hear him. Yeah, it was really, really creepy. That was. It was really creepy.
Mm-hmm. Well, just to add on to the boy situation,
Mhm.
I was waiting for Mum and Dad turning up, and I was sat like on my sofa, and obviously my window's to the left of us if I'm sat on the sofa. And I seen a little boy with his
Mhm.
hands around his eyes peering through the window, but he had the tightest blonde curly hair. And, you know, I don't know if you're going to know what I mean. He looked like he was from like the Victorian era. His cheeks, they were all rosy. The
Yeah.
attire he had on, like the clothes. So yeah, that was a thing. Also, one morning, we were getting up to get ready for school. Like I was getting the kids ready for school.
Yeah.
Everybody was downstairs already, and me and Amelia were coming downstairs. So my landing's just a short landing, and you come out of my bedroom, and directly in front of my bedroom door is like a little mini landing. What you step down onto, turn left to go down the stairs. So I was going down the stairs first, and Amelia was coming down behind us. Amelia stopped at the top on this mini landing,
Mhm.
looked at our bedroom, looked at me, and then looked at our bedroom and went, "Huh." And I went, "What's up, Amelia?" And she was like, "Did you not see the lady going into my room?" I was like, "No,
I'd have been like,
no."
"Pack your bags, we're leaving."
So I says, "Right, come on then." So we came downstairs, and I said, "So what did this lady look like, Amelia?" Bear in mind, again, Amelia was just nearly 5 at this point. And she was sat on the sofa and she explained in detail. I'll use the exact words she used because I just thought she was talking gibberish.
Uh-huh.
She told me she had white hair, but it looked a little bit blue, right?
Mhm.
And her hair was full of knits. And I said, right. I said, so what was she wearing? She went, oh, Mum, she was wearing a top skirt. And I was like,
"Do you know what a top skirt is?"
No.
what? I don't even know what a top skirt is. So I was like, all right, no bother. So anyway, I get that sorted and I took her up to school, come back, and I ended up speaking to Mum. And Mum was like, Jim, like a top skirt is what they used to wear in like Edwardian Victorian times, like over the top of the skirt. That's a top skirt. And I had like a little jacket, and the women used to shave their heads and wear wigs because they were absolutely rife with knits. Now, how in God's name is my 4-year-old going to know this?
No idea.
That is
Like how?
absolutely crazy.
Yeah. So I will get onto the most recent 3 things that happened. So obviously I've already spoke about the safety gate when I was on the phone to you, Sam.
Yeah.
And my bedroom door closing whilst I was upstairs
Yeah.
by itself. I was sat having a wee at the time.
Uh-huh.
And then I was on the phone to you the other day, Amanda, and you were like, "Is Amelia home?" I was like, "No." You were like, "I just heard a child talking and shouting." And then that's very, very same day, I was putting Amelia to bed, and you both know the situation where Amelia in her bedtime, it takes
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I took Amelia into her bedroom and I said, right, you sort your teddy bears out. I'm going to go and fill your drink up. So I take a water bottle into the bathroom to fill her drink up in the bathroom because she prefers the water right in the bathroom because it's colder than the one downstairs. So yes, took her drink into the bathroom to fill it up. As I was walking back out of the bathroom, I walked past my bedroom door, and you know when you catch something at the corner of your eye?
Yeah. Your peripherals.
Yes.
Mhm.
So like, I didn't say that. So I looked, and there was a woman sitting on the side of my bed. So my bed to my door is basically sideways. Yeah. So the foot of my bed
Yeah.
faces the window, which is on the like left-hand side if you go into my bedroom.
Yeah.
She was sat on the edge of my bed. So I looked away, and then I looked back, and she's still there. And I'm like, nah, Kim, you're hallucinating. You've had toothache, pet. You're hallucinating.
I've got toothache.
So I look away, and then I look back, and she's gone. But honestly, like, it was side profile, so she was looking down. I've got like a table next to my bed, what I put like my phone and stuff on, and a bedside table, effectively. What everybody has. So she was looking down at this table. So just like a side profile of her. She had her hair in. Remember, women used to like pin curl the hair. They used to roll the hair
Oh, the
in little curls. Yes, and they pin them around the sides, and they used to have like the little bonnet thing on the top. She didn't have
Yeah.
the bonnet on, like the bandana thing, and she had like this long white nightgown, and she was just sat there, just looking down at my table, and I was like,
Whoa.
that is the single most clearest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've seen, like I say, it like out the corner of my eye, and it was literally like used, like I can see us. It's just like
Yeah. They were
used
there.
in front of us. Yeah, clear as fucking day.
Yeah, that would scare the hell out of me.
So
Terrifying.
I do get annoyed at my ghosts, like we've already spoke about. Like if I'm going to school or something, I hear my toilet makes a certain noise if you sit, and it only makes this noise if you sit on my toilet,
Uh-huh.
and it like goes clank clank. You sit on it and it goes clank clank.
Yeah.
And it's the only time it makes a noise. So it does it every now and again. Nobody's up there. I'm in the house by myself. I'm just about to go and do the school run to pick Amelia up. And it goes clink clank, clink clank. And I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs like, and you can fucking knock that off and all.
Oh god, just
don't
you just
know.
be like proper out the ghost, like not even
Like,
like no
just-
fucks given.
I'm sick of the kids, and I'm sick of you. It's
Yeah,
Also-
I have had it up to Right.
I do.
Are we ready
Just-
for a creepy ambulance story?
Can I just add the last creepy thing in about
Yeah.
Amelia?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Just sees me the ghosts sleep under the stairs.
I wonder
In
if
the
the
cupboard
honestly,
under
I would
the
look.
stairs.
I bet they're buried in there.
I'd be digging it up to find out what's there.
Same, yeah. Right
It's
in there.
concreted
Never
out.
have.
Ah,
That's
well,
what I
I'll
mean. That's where my electric and my gas meter is. So yes, carry on with your
Well,
creepy
time to
ambulance.
start paying. Start charging them rent.
I know.
Everything's gone up, Right. Anyway,
These trying times.
so
Times are hard.
so the credit for this story has to go to a user called Zerbo from Reddit, if I'm pronouncing that
Right.
So, this is his story he told. The ambulance company that I used to work for had a haunted ambulance rig 12. A lot of EMTs had stories about it, but I never put much stock in paranormal stuff, so he's obviously quite skeptical. That is, until I had my own experience with Rig 12. My partner and I were working in a rural community at 3 a.m. Oh my god, which an hour. And it was pitch dark and completely quiet. We were both dozing. I was in the driver's seat and she was in the passenger seat. I woke up to a muffled voice, but I thought my partner was talking. I told her I'm trying to sleep and I closed my eyes. I distinctly heard a male voice say, "Oh my god, I'm dying," followed by a few seconds of heavy breathing. My partner and I sat straight and looked back into the patient compartment where it sounded like the voice had come from. Things were quiet for a couple of seconds. Then we heard a click on an oxygen bottle regulator, and a hiss as if it was leaking. I turned on the lights and we ran out of the rig. I thought a transient might, I don't know what a transient is, a transient might have climbed in while we were asleep. So we opened the rear doors and no one was there. I checked the oxygen bottles, neither was opened. We didn't sleep much after that. I would shit myself. How creepy is that? Imagine just being like, having a little nap in your ambulance and then you just hear someone like, oh my god, I'm dying in the back, and you're like, have I forgot about a patient? And you go in,
You'd
and
have
there's just no one there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be creepy.
Like, hospitals and stuff are renowned for ghosts and stuff. Like, I've had my own
Yeah, creepy
experiences.
stuff.
But yeah, I'll not mention that one. But yeah, I've had my own experiences and they're not very nice. But I would literally shit my pants.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, they could have been dreaming, but like, when you're awake, you're awake. You know what I mean?
I mean, both in the same dream together though is a bit.
Yeah, they're both hearing. That's the thing. Both hearing the same thing, and rushing out to be like, "Shit, has someone kind of got in and we've not seen?" And they open the doors and there's no one there.
Yeah, if
So-
somebody else hears it, definitely,
Mhm. Yeah,
true.
it is so creepy.
Mm-hmm. See, well, that's the thing, though, isn't it? I don't know. It's just mind-boggling because people say there's no ghosts, but then there's other people who've seen them, and if you've seen them or you've seen things, you know there's something there. Doesn't matter if people don't believe you or they don't believe in ghosts themselves. If they have an experience or you have an experience,
Mhm.
you speak from yourself. Do you know what I mean? Not from anybody else's point of
You're
view.
completely right. Like, there are a lot of people out there who are skeptical about the paranormal and whether it's real and stuff like that. And that is completely fine. If you aren't a believer and you're a skeptic, that is totally fine. You believe what you want to believe. But then there are people out there like us who have experienced so much that we couldn't not believe. You can only put so many things down to coincidence, and I don't look at a situation and go, this happened, and then don't try and debunk what's going on around me. I'm like, is there a breeze? Is there this? Is there that?
Yeah.
Hearing someone shouting in the middle of the night when nobody's there, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it's not in my brain, you know what I mean? But I suppose a lot of people could see like psychosis and things like that. But I know I'm a bit weird,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say I've got psychosis.
Yeah, just a bit.
Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a dash, just enough.
Not a lot.
Not a lot at all.
No, it's the best way to be, though. If you believe in scary things, then fair enough,
Mhm. But there's a lot of shit that happens. I've got one here. I mean, a lot of people have heard of it. Some people might not, but I think you two have heard of it. The crying boy painting.
Yeah. It was a very, very popular painting in the 90s, I believe.
I believe it was painted in 1950.
Yeah.
And basically, this painter would go about and he would find these boys who were sad and crying, and he would paint them. I mean, there's a lot that needs to be dug into about that. But
Yeah.
apparently, this boy, it was. Now, I don't know if I'm fully correct on the history of the boy, but it's something to do with his family. I don't know if they kind of like abandoned him, and he was put in an orphanage, and nobody wanted to take him in, and he was really upset, and he was crying, and this painter came along and asked if he could paint the boy. So he painted this picture of this kid, and there was so many of them like put out there, but every single person who's owned this paint and had it in their house, their business, has literally went through tragedy. Their business or house is burned down to a crisp, and the only thing that has been left in these places is that painting untouched by the flames. Now that is literally incredible. I found a couple of like things. So I've got here, a woman in Surrey lost her house to a fire 6 months after buying the painting. Two sisters in Kilburn had fires in their homes after buying a copy of the painting. One sister even claimed to have seen her painting sway back and forwards on the wall. A concerned woman on the Isle of Wight attempted to burn their painting without success, and then went on to suffer a run of bad luck. A gentleman in Nottingham
Nottingham.
who passed the print of the painting, lost his home and his family were injured. A pizza parlour in Norfolk was destroyed, including every painting on its walls except for the crying boy. Now, literally, this like there's so many more. Like, if you looked it up, there is so many more people who have had this painting, and they've had serious tragic events happen, or they've literally had buildings burned down. The painting's the only thing that's left. I literally wasn't even gonna risk getting the picture and putting it on the stream. I didn't even want to do that because that's how, like, I mean, this guy literally, he had a print. It's not even the original. He had a copy of the painting, and look what happened.
So can I jump in on this?
Yeah.
So and now I don't know if this is a rumor, but when we were kids and we lived at Doxy, yeah, the lady next door, her house caught on fire.
I did.
And rumor has it she had one of those paintings in her house. Now, obviously, it's going to be like a mass-produced, like kind of situation.
500,000 paintings of that, I believe.
Yeah, and her house burnt down. I can quite distinctly remember being evacuated from our house because her house was on fire, and we all know what the houses in Doxy were like. Might as well be made of fucking cardboard.
Literally
I remember going in it when it was like the couple of days after when it all calmed down to help clean it with everybody else in the square.
I remember.
Possess haunted paintings.
Yep.
So
True.
But if you don't know it's haunted.
It's so mad how something can have, like, literally even having a copy of a print can cause that kind of damage. Like, not even an original. But it reminds me of, everyone will know who Zach Bagans is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Ghost Adventures. And everyone will remember when he brought out Demon House.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. I remember.
You know where I'm going with this, Kim.
I do.
Tried to play Demon House because I loved watching his content, and I tried to play it, and it would not play. It would jump back and jump back and jump back, and I just didn't understand why it would not let me play it. It would skip ahead, then it would jump back, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening? So in the end, I was just like, right, I've had 20 minutes of this. I'm done. I'm turning off. Couldn't even watch it. So I walk in my kitchen, and no, did you come over that day? Was that when you came over?
I was at your house because we were trying to watch it together. Because I'd seen it and it kept crashing. It kept crashing for me.
That was the one. I was just like, yeah, I've had enough. It's not playing. I don't understand why it's jumping back.
I was doing the same thing to me as well, yeah. Because we were all going to watch it, weren't we?
And I remember having a conversation with Kim. And I was just like, oh, yeah, whatever. And we were literally just talking about it. We were just talking about it. And all we heard, there was nobody in my house. Nobody, just me and Kim. And we were stood and we were just having a chat. And all we heard was the loudest, deepest growl.
Yeah.
Like a growl. And me and Kim like just looked at each other like, did you hear that? She's like, I heard that, yeah. I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, it scared us so bad. And I never really had any problems in the house. Like, not really. And I was like, yeah, I'm never speaking of it again. And then I think it was like days later, I was in the kitchen just like making food. On the phone it came, and we started talking about Demon House. And I'm kind of stood, and my bench is in front of me, and my door was like right here, and I could see straight through into my dining room. And I'm just stood there, I'm just talking to Kim, and I just see this man. Now this one is called the Invisible Man. That's what I call him, because I could see right through him, but I could also see he was wearing like jeans and this like striped top.
Right.
And he just kind of like walked really fast through, like straight at me, and I was like, oh my god. And Kim was like, what? I went, I thought someone was in my house. I've literally just seen a man like dart towards me from the door, halfway across my dining room, just disappeared.
Yeah.
Completely disappeared, nothing else there. And I was just like, what the fuck was that? Literally, what the fuck was that? So I don't know what that was, but whenever we would talk about that program and what it entailed and stuff like that, shit would happen.
Yeah, creepy shit would happen.
Yeah, we just literally stopped. We stopped it. I wasn't gonna watch any more of that. I wasn't gonna talk about any more of that. when you've literally got something growling in your house. It was, and even phone calls after that. We'd hear like growling down phone calls and so much interference in phone calls. Yet we'd never had any of that before.
Yeah.
It was fucking terrifying. That literally,
I mean-
like something like that. It's just so strange, but they say, you know,
Yeah.
they feed off electrical energy, don't they? So
Well, I'm not a big fan of like Zach Bagans, but he's some of his stuff I think is a bit fake. But
Yeah,
the
I think
Demon
he
House
overact
isn't
sometimes.
fake.
yeah, well they do, don't they?
But the Demon House isn't fake.
Yeah.
You know, you can feel the energy. And I mean, when everyone started to watch that, the Demon House, I remember there was loads of people saying that it was being a bit funny when they tried to watch it.
Mhm.
And I was trying to watch it, and I was like, "Is something wrong?" I wonder if it was something wrong with the broadcast, or it was people's houses, or I don't know. But it wasn't the best. Like,
Everyone said like people who watched it, they had problems in the house, stuff like that. I think they eventually actually took it down.
I was going to say, I
Because
believe
of the
it's been
problems that it
taken
caused.
down.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's
He
massive.
also
like,
demolished the house.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I vaguely remember what I remember when he bought it and he done like a show in it, but I didn't get to watch Demon House, and I'm actually glad I didn't because I
Yeah.
don't want anything to do with anything like that, to be honest.
Don't want him. What didn't he have? Like when he visited it before, like he bought it or anything. When people were living there, it was like full of. They had like creepy ornaments and like dragons, and he was like, "Oh, you know, this energy's bad and blah blah blah." And it's like it's got nothing to do with what you've got in your house. It's not going to attract any
Yeah.
demons or ghosts unless it's come from somebody else.
Just because you've got like skulls and dragons in your house doesn't mean you're going to attract shit like that. No.
My house
Exactly.
is full, and to be fair, there's nothing bad in my house.
It's
good.
attachments.
Yeah, they get.
Spirits form attachments. They can form attachments to objects. They can form attachments to people. It's just how it goes. Form attachments to people, objects, places.
Yep.
Sometimes they can literally just wander in an area. It can be a street and they can wander within that area and everyone will experience the same kind of things. So it doesn't necessarily mean just because you have spooky kind of shit in your house that you're going to start getting ghosts. It's not how things work.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
Unless you've got
anybody felt
possessed.
Have you ever like had anybody tap you? Or, I don't mean in a sex way, Sam. I saw your face. Not in a sex way. I don't mean like, where did the ghost touch you? I mean, like, has anyone like felt a ghost?
Sex with a ghost.
Unfortunately not.
Unfortunately.
I had a man crawl up us when I was younger, and I wasn't
I'm sorry, what? You had
not
one?
funny. I woke up right. I was only little because I had a dummy, and I just remember this man with a hat on, or this thing crawling up the bed onto us, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it was sleep paralysis. I don't know, but it was horrific. But then I opened my eyes, and I seen there was somebody standing at the window, like as if that was a kitchen in front, washing dishes and stuff. But my mum swears there was nobody there.
It's so weird. I've had it I've had a couple of times. I don't necessarily like it. There's always one like out the many. There's always one that sticks in my mind is the house Mum and Dad live in now. My bedroom. I had loads of shit. Like Mum and Dad's house is like a fucking portal of spirits.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
were experiencing something ghosty, go to my mother-in-law's house. Not literally, don't do that. But like their house is like I experienced probably the most paranormal stuff the whole of my life living there. But we had like this tall cabin bed and it was like big wood legs and then the bed was at the top. And I was kind of on like this little bed at the bottom. And I was laying in bed one night and Kate was above me. And I was laying on my bed and I always had this thing where I'd like lie and I'd put my hand under my pillow. So I'm laying on my hand like this and I just kind of lay down. I'd literally just lay down and the room was dark and I don't like sleeping in full darkness. It's always been my dad's like, they can't see you when it's dark. I'm like, Dad, they're ghosts. They can see everything. I'm not safe in the dark. It's more that I can't see them. So I'm laying like this and I literally, you felt ice.
Yeah.
It's just colder than ice. And it's literally, all I felt was like someone grab hold of my hand, like tight and pull. And my hand just like that, and I dragged it back, and I fucking screamed. And my mum and dad were like, what the hell is wrong? I'm like, I've literally just felt a cold hand grab my hand and pull. And to this day, I will not put my hand under the pillow. I have it here. And if I do have it under the pillow, it's like on the side.
Yeah.
That's how I sleep. I literally sleep with my hand under the pillow, right?
Mhm.
But my headboard's there, so if they're going to get us, they're going to get us from my mattress. But
Yeah.
oh no,
I won't sleep at the edge of my bed anymore. There was a time, I think it was 2 weeks. 2 weeks every night for 2 weeks. And one of the weeks I actually went on holiday and I was staying in a hotel. And I was laying in my bed and I was laying like that. And I never had a problem. I had my hand there, like on the side after that. But I never had a problem lying at the edge of the bed. And I was laying at the edge of the bed and I opened my eyes and there was just this black shadow right in my face. And all I could see was like a red hairband or a bow. But I could definitely see the red. And that happened every night for 2 weeks, even in a hotel. So I won't even sleep. I'll sleep back from the edge with my hand like this. I've got the blanket under my feet and under my side, and I'm like this. I don't like having me back to the bed either. It after all that, it freaks me out. I just won't do it. It's like, if you have a blanket, ghosts can't get you. You are safe.
don't put your feet at the end of the bed.
No, because demons touch your toes.
I've got two for you. So obviously the one when I was a little girl and the Pink Witch.
Mm-hmm.
Forever think of her as the Pink Witch.
I remember that, the Pink Witch.
Yes, I remember the Pink Witch.
Mm-hmm.
So I was about 3, 4 maybe, and I wasn't very well, and I was lying in Mum's bed. And my mum said, "All I shouldn't remember is me screaming, Mum, Mum, Mum," and me saying there was a Pink Witch floating next to my bed.
Mm-hmm.
So, yep, I just honestly, it was like she was sat with her legs crossed and she was just hovering in the air. I can still vividly remember it.
Was she good witch? Was she a bad witch?
I don't know. She was very pink.
If she was pink, she'd be good.
Yeah.
The way of the world.
My second one is similar to Amanda's story of the person being down by your bed. So when I lived in Farringdon, my lovely little haunted house, I was lying in bed and I was awake, and I got that joyous feeling of somebody watching us.
Uh-huh.
And I was a single Pringle at that point, so I was by myself. I'm a single Pringle now. So, yeah. Just forever alone.
You just need 20 Hamish cows because you like cows.
All you need,
Just need the
cows.
cows.
Island.
Yes, so I had the feeling that somebody was looking at us. So I sleep with my arm, like my elbow under the pillow, so that will be like touching where the headboard is.
Yeah.
And I have my arm, and I was lying like that, and I opened my eyes, and there was a woman in my face screaming.
Oh my god.
Screaming. And that happened on and off for about 3 months. Not every night. I could go a week or two and it wouldn't happen, and then it would happen 3 nights in a row. But that was, and then I started dreaming about this person.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm not going to say who it is because this person is a missing person.
Yeah.
So
this person's a missing person.
It's a missing person.
I remember.
No, I'm not gonna say the name on stream. I'll tell you after stream because I don't want people thinking like, oh well, what if it's true? What if this? Because I don't know. I think it's probably just dreaming.
Yeah.
But still, anyway, this person, this woman, I would dream that she was in almost like a. Have you seen like an old pottery factory where they've got the big kilns?
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in there. She was in the corner of a room. She had like white, almost like boy shorts. You know, like women's underwear, the boy shorts.
Yeah.
And a white
bloomers.
Eh?
Kind of like bloomers.
No, you know, like
bloomers.
like the shorts. What like I wear them now? Like boy shorts, like underwear.
Oh,
yeah, like pants almost.
Aye.
Yeah, but full, like you know what I mean, like full cotton, not lacy shit. them, and she had a white vest on, and she had chains around her wrist, and like then they were attached to the ones on her ankles, and she was cut to bits and she was scratched to bits, and she was crying and crying and crying and crying,
Oh.
and that's all I would see. Honestly, it was like it went on for ages, and I've never had this dream for so long. But the me opening my eyes and her being screaming in my face, that was 100% not a dream.
Think it was her
was-
trying to like tell you to help her.
I don't know, because like I did try to search the area of around where this person had gone missing, and I couldn't
Mhm.
find any buildings like that in that area. So I kind of thought, well, that's probably just me having it in the back of my mind and just dreaming about it.
Maybe it's in a different area.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Oh, that must be so
Very
Look at
weird.
it. Messages.
I know
Oh, that's awful though.
it is. It's horrible.
I bet. It's not nice at all, is it? It's like
No,
Amelia's the same though. She got like a sixth sense type of thing. She can see like our auras and stuff.
oh yeah, 100%.
It's amazing. Like I was telling Chris, I was like, it's absolutely nuts.
I mean,
She
it's
can
mad
spot
how
the
spot on that
person.
bitch was.
There?
I'm saying it's mad how spot on she was about it.
Yeah. Oh, it was brilliant. And like how she was like probably looking at us like, do you know what I mean? I was like, wow.
It's
Mint.
just looking into your soul, isn't it?
It
Yeah.
was so strange.
Huh?
Bloody hell. Go on then, Sam, what you got for us?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Are you out?
I'm joking. When I was younger, around the same time as that, I had that person crawl on my bed. I had that person, somebody with high heels on, kicking me feet.
Oh my god.
And they kept dragging the covers and kicking me feet with these high heels. Oh, it was horrendous. Ever since, even now, if I'm in the bed and I get feeling a bit creeped out, I like have my feet tucked under the blanket.
I sleep like that too.
I would never have my feet exposed to any blankets. And not a lot scares us, but that and people chasing us scare the shit out of us. I just can't. It's just a fear of mine.
Yeah,
Hmm
I'm not surprised.
No.
Fucking terrifying.
I'm like that. I've got to have my feet tucked.
No,
Chris
protects you from
That's
demons.
just- honestly, I nearly cried. I'm like, oh, will you just stop? He's like, I thought you didn't get scared. I was like, well, I do with that.
Oh.
It is creepy.
You
Like,
have-
I've got to have my feet tucked in.
My butt was like this. Oh, yeah, it's honest. It is creepy, but things that happen to people, at least we believe in it though. And we've
Yeah.
seen things when we were ghost hunting in Usher College. We've seen things, we heard things.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Do you remember we went into the pool bit and there was the music, but there was nobody there? There was like a church choir, but
was
there's no
something
building.
about that I said when I was there. I said there's something about this pool.
Mhm.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you now, something bad happened in this pool.
There's a body in it. Honest, I bet you when the thing hit, there's a body in it.
Or at least somebody had drowned in it, maybe at some point.
Yeah.
But I remember. Do you remember sitting in the hallway and Kaz had kind of pulled out our witchy bits, and we were just, I was just sat there, like just sat chilled, and I just had this really uneasy feeling. You're like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just don't feel right. And then something touched my hand, and I fucking freaked out. I was like, what the fuck was that? Something just touched me.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, it didn't. I was like, yeah, it fucking did. But that college was terrifying. But you know, we're referring to a place that we may or may not have entered without permission. Maybe we don't know. It might not be. It could be anything. But we went to a place and it was scary as hell.
I mean, we didn't run away. We heard things, and like most ghost hunters would run, we just stood there and listened, and then went towards the noise.
To be honest, I kind of froze when that thing touched my hand. I was just like, because I kept looking down that hallway and it was so dark, and I kept feeling like there was something there, and I was just like, there's something over here, and I don't like it, and it doesn't feel good. And a lot of the stuff we found was just like that shit should have been burnt and dealt with, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
That was like, it was really creepy. It
Oh,
really
I'm sad
freaked
I
me out.
didn't get to come.
Oh, Kim, I wish you could have. It would have been amazing.
We'll
I
have to
think
do
I
it one
may
day.
have been pregnant at the time.
You might
So
have
I think
been, yeah.
I think that's why I didn't show up.
Well, Elaine used to come and
Yeah.
it was all quiet once, right? And we were just walking, and all we heard is this massive, like, loud fart. And I turned around, we all jumped and turned around, and Elaine was standing there like, what? So after that, because every time we went out, she'd fart. So we're like, "Come on, you phantom farter." And we're like, "Ghost, if there's anyone here, make
The
Elaine
only
fart."
thing that's hard in here is her ass.
She used to fart all the time. Honest to God, that's all she did. She just scared them away.
Thing is, Sam, if you
Mhm.
move closer to me and you can fuck off out and do live like ghost. There's graveyards and things. We can go out and we can do live streams of like haunted. I will fucking buy an EMF detector. I will do it, and me and you will go ghost hunting.
Yeah.
And we'll just live stream it on here. It'll be so cool.
You know what? The ghost apps are the best. They really are. They're dead good,
Well,
like what we've got.
If you have the Necrophonic app,
Mhm.
and we use that because I don't like the and that cuts all that out. So if you have the Necrophonic, and I'll get the EMF detector, and we'll just fuck off out and we'll just like do some shit.
Yeah, find
be
some
really
scary
cool.
places like abandoned buildings and stuff and just look.
Live ghost hunting.
Yeah, where you coming? Move down
I'll-
as well.
No, thank you. I'll stay where I am.
He wants to move up to Scotland.
Joe, I want to move to Scotland.
Right.
You want
have
with a kilt with the on?
I have 2 stories left.
Okay.
Come on then.
Give you the option. So we have The Boy in the Bridges, or
Right.
The Call of a Child.
The call of the child.
The Call of the Child?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so The Call of the Child actually only happened maybe a month or 2 ago.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So I don't sleep very well, like ever. Like at this point, I'm not even tired. It's probably about 2:30 in the morning, and I'm just like, I can't sleep. Alex is fucking snoring and babbling next to me, and I'm like, I want a cup of tea. So I'm like, right, I'm gonna go downstairs, and just for reference, I live in a 3-story house. So you've got bottom floor, middle, and then my bedroom. So I'm just toddling down the stairs, literally get about 3 stairs down, and I'm literally here, and my banister's here, and I'm 3 stairs down, and all I hear is, Mum? And I just go, now just for reference, my children were fucking out. They were asleep. My camera went out of focus for a second again.
Yeah.
They were sound asleep, no noise, and it didn't sound like my kids. Now, if you know anything, you do not answer unless you know it's your kids. I mean, but even still, some people hide. I understand. But you do not answer to, Ma'am, because is it a ghost child? Is it a demon? I kind of put them the same. And I just went,
What?
nope. And I fucking turned my ass back around, went up them stairs, shut the door, and I sat in bed like this. And I was like, nah, not happening. I don't do ghost children. I do not. And it's not very often.
Answered.
I was totally off guard, and I knew it wasn't the kids because they were sound asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And it caught me off guard because things don't really happen in this house that often. When they do, they freak the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And like today, I rang Kim because I was in the house on my own. Alex had left, and he had to be somewhere for 1 o'clock. And I'm sat there and I'm like, it's fucking 20 to 1. Why is he wondering? Why is he going from? It sounded like he was coming in my office, like here. The bathroom's like there. So it sounded like he was going from the bathroom to my office, back to the bathroom to my office, but in between shutting the bathroom door, like properly connecting and shutting it, and then go like this with a lock, and then open it and doing it again. And then I heard stairs, and I thought, he's probably got the toilet and left. So about 5-6 minutes later, I'm sat there, just drawing my little pictures on the bed, and I hear the bathroom door open, close, lock, click, 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 click. Open, close, click, 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 click. Open, close, open, close, open, close, click, 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 click. And I'm like, this is freaking the shit out of me. And I'm like, you better pack it in. I mean it. I've had enough. Stop it. And I rang Kim and was like, hey, so what are you doing? And she's like, oh, not much. I was like, yeah, just drawing some pictures, but there's some creepy shit going on in my house. I want to ring you in case I die. She's like, well, go check it out. And I'm like, no, I'm not checking it out.
You
I'll
phone,
do something
camera.
And she said that. She went, but I'll FaceTime you and you'll be fine. And what the fuck are you going to do? You're miles away. She went, but I'll be able to see. I'm like, what would me
I will
back?
now.
So I'm walking
You just
down to the
tell him,
camera and I'm just like, hello? Hello? And I'm like, are you going to stop? And I just kind of like, my window's open like a tiny bit. But even with the window open, and even if the door was, it would just kind of tap. This door was fully fucking closing, opening, the lock like this, and wind does not do that. And I was just like, you better fuck off. Like, I like the stories I have to tell. I like spooky shit. I literally watch it when I go to bed every night. Like Ben and Lainey, I watch them pretty much every night. I like that kind of shit. But I don't want it. Go away. I'll read other people's stories. Don't want any of my own.
You want other people to suffer so you can just enjoy the fun.
Well, yeah.
I must admit, I think that little video chat after you decided that you weren't going to die because of the ghost was literally probably one of the funniest video chats we've had in a long time. Especially with Ebony's Victoria's Secret perfume.
What?
It's got the most unfortunate name. So she was getting sorted because obviously she's going to her dad's this weekend. So she was going to pop to the Easter fair with me at the school today first, and then go to her dad's. So she was getting sorted, and she was spraying her perfume, and I was like, "Oh my god, Ebony, you smell like a baby hooker! Like it is so strong. What is that?"
Baby hooker.
And she was like, "Oh, it's this, Mum," and she showed us Victoria's Secret. Now, please tell me what you think this sounds like. Velvet petal.
Yeah.
Do you think that sounds like a euphemism for your vagina?
Yeah.
It's a vagina.
But
what
Amanda
are you
missed
today? Velvet petal.
Yeah, see, now Amanda said that this afternoon, but she said velvet pebble. I was like, no, no.
I didn't.
Like an Anne Summers toy.
I said velvet pedal.
Oh, there you go. Even
Again,
worse.
It's the social anxiety kicking in. We were also talking about autism. We were talking about autism, and obviously, I have children with autism. Kim, you're currently putting Amelia through. It's very clear. Amelia probably does have autism. Sam, you've got the same situation.
Mm-hmm.
And my kind of thing was, it's so strange that our children have these problems, but none of us. And what I was meant to say was, well, one of us must be autistic, surely. But what came out of my anxiety-ridden mouth was, well, one of us must be autistic. So
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I think I've just clarified who.
Yeah.
My mouth gets me in so much trouble, and not in that way, but it get your mind out the gutter. No, honestly, it gets me in so much trouble. Like even at work, I can't pronounce it sometimes.
Your fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, Will Smith.
Will Smith, that bitch. Honestly, it does. I can't speak sometimes, and it's literally the anxiety. Social anxiety absolutely destroys your brain.
Yeah, I agree. It does.
Or maybe
I think lockdown is like a cause of so many people's like social anxiety. Honest to God.
Yeah, it is a shit. It is a shit thing. Like it does suck.
My brain's broken off social anxiety and COVID, so that's fun.
Oh god, Rona.
I haven't had it yet. I must be immune.
I haven't tested positive yet, but I think I've had it.
I've had it twice.
I think
I haven't had it. Nah.
I think I had it a couple of years ago, and I think I had it around Christmas time.
Well,
I'm the only one in my house who hasn't.
You both know where it's done to my speech. It is terrible. Like it's the thought process of it. Like it doesn't compute from my brain to my mouth. So I know what in my mind. I know what I want to say, but what comes out of my mouth is completely different. Like the other day, I was trying to tell Mum I'd put an inhaler on our bedside cabinet, and I says to her, Mum, I've put your air fryer on your bedside table.
Cookie says I'm nuts.
Why
When you
get
wake up,
when you
you-
can have nugs in bed?
Forget what the fridge is called, call it the chili box.
Deep fry
Um,
your pants.
Yeah, it's a fun thing to have.
Well, I always call things didgeridoos or that thingamabob. Or
Yeah.
that doofer.
Uh-huh.
That's a thing. I think that's a woman thing.
You know that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do it all
Because
the
it's
time.
like-
Alex is like, "Fuck you talking about, you mad woman?" I'm like, "You know what I mean. You know, but you know exactly what I mean. Don't pretend you don't know what I'm saying. You know exactly what I mean." And he's just like, "Fuck you talking about?" And I'm just like, "Oh man."
Come on. Been with us long enough. You know what I'm talking about. You know the what do we do? The thingy me bob.
Yeah, that
You mean bob?
thing. Oh god, I just got a light in my eye. Didn't know what that was. Because all the lights, I've got so many lights around me at the minute, honestly.
No, it's though, Amanda.
What?
Do you know when you talk about Alex,
Yeah.
you switch into his accent and
Do
you
I?
talk like Alex?
Do I?
Yeah.
Like,
Go on that road.
that's not a scarf.
That's not a scarf.
That's not a scarf.
Just,
No.
ah.
Oh god.
You though, honest, you do a really good impression.
Because I'm so cool.
Also,
Duh.
just a
Stop.
fun thing for everybody to know, when Amanda is annoyed and she gets really, really angry, she sounds like Cartman from South Park.
Just
Right.
cow.
I don't get angry. I am fucking calm as a koala. Right.
Yeah, right. A
Is it
koala
koala?
with rabies, maybe.
Have you seen an angry koala? I saw a guy be like,
The cute.
"Good day, mate. You can't be on the road." Something like that. He goes up it, right? You can't be on the road, and he goes to move it, and the koala's like this, and he goes, "Her."
I swear.
I'm an angry little bear. Don't touch me. And he's just like, come on, mate. And I'm just like, "Aw."
I'd be like,
Little
oh,
bear.
come here, you midget.
Come here, you fluffy little fuck bugger. You know what I mean?
Question.
Fuck them. What do you do with koalas?
I'm raising me hand.
Love
You
them.
can't see us. Are you ready
Hello.
for the question?
Go for
Yep.
it.
Amanda,
Yes.
why is your Australian koala sound like an English gentleman?
I don't know. Right. This is the thing. I used to be on point with accents, and then I fucking moved down here. I live in Yorkshire, by the way. I moved down here, and I just can't do it anymore.
It's all Yorkshire pudding, Yorkshire tea, and fucking farms.
It is indeed. You bet you can smell horse shit all day long. No offense, just joking.
Do you know what?
It's a
I
nice-
was next. There's a cow field at the top, and sometimes you can smell cow shit,
Yeah.
and you
I live
never
there.
get used to it. And some people are like, oh, smell of a good morning, that, and I'm like,
What the hell's
smell
on
like
your
a cow's
chest?
arsehole. You know what I mean? When am
Yeah,
I ever gonna enjoy that smell?
I quite get
Never,
what you mean.
never get used to it.
I get what you mean because I live next to the farm, so
Oh, so
Hot
fucking
days.
gross.
nice.
I still haven't seen
Ding.
a fox.
You know what? Oh, I did when I used to live in the bottom. So cute, but he used to go on a night. He was that. I looked out the window, and he's this little fox going. And another
You
one.
know what the funny thing is, Sam? When you make a loud noise, your sound cuts out. So all
Yeah.
we see is, we have a fox, and it goes.
No, do you know why? Because I've got like auto suppression thing on me thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm meant to, but I don't know how to work it. I'm not very
Because I
technical.
mine. They annoy the chickens all the time.
My hair. Done. It was just annoying me. It was going all pissed. Do we have any more ghost stories?
No,
I
I
have
think we're
nothing.
just a random chat now, aren't we?
We are.
We have,
We're
we
just on, we're
random
onto
endings.
the random bullshit of life.
We've
Yeah.
spiraled.
Out of
We've
control.
gone off topic.
Pretty much. But yeah, my accents used to be like fucking great. But now I just
Alan.
get mistaken for being from Newcastle, which I am not. It is different than Sunderland, just to educate everyone out there. Newcastle is a different place to Sunderland. We are not Geordies. It's different. I know to you we sound similar, but also other people think I sound Irish, and I am also not Irish, even though that'd be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Irish. But we're not. We're English.
I had somebody who once thought for 3 years I was Irish. And I was talking one day and he went, why do you sound like a Geordie? I went, well, I'm not a Geordie. I'm from Sunderland. And he went, I thought you were Irish. Like, I've known you 3 years and you thought I was Irish?
It's like Ebony. Everybody meets thinks she's Japanese.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I'd
she
love to speak
definitely is.
Japanese.
Me too. Such a cool language.
I want to learn Japanese and Korean.
I wanted to learn Russian until Putin started being an arsehole.
Yeah,
No, I don't.
I did as well, but
Like,
after that,
just not Putin.
after that, I was
whatever.
like, no.
Yeah, I struggle to
Don't
speak
bring it
English.
up.
Yeah, struggle to speak English more days. Never mind another language.
I know.
I think we clarified that we can't really speak very well.
Yeah.
I think I have definitely tonight on this stream clarified that words do not come out my mouth the way they're meant to. Think do I have teeth in my mouth?
Being a man.
I swear I do.
Mm-hmm. I keep asking Chris to learn Welsh with us because he doesn't really know a lot, even though he's Welsh. He does know a lot of words, and I want him to learn Hunter some because obviously he's Chris's only English child that doesn't speak Welsh, so he's got to know things. What?
Does he? Why did you just like go? Can we? That's Welsh, right?
No, like the Welsh language.
The language.
What's it? I sound like a Scouse. I can't do it, or I sound like Indian or something.
I used to be so good. I can't do Welsh anymore.
I can't do accents.
I can't. Chris is dead good. I'm crap. I sound like an idiot. I just sound like I'm having a panic attack.
Someone just said, top right lady, cute though. I don't know what's cute, but cute though.
Oh, look at the little cheeks.
Cute though.
Right? You're top left, Amanda?
Yeah, I said top right.
Oh, Amanda. Oh, Kim, you're so cute.
No, Sam, you're top right.
You?
What?
It's
you.
I'm not cute. Thank you, though.
I don't know.
I thought they were talking to you.
I don't know if he means like. I don't know when he put that or what he saw, but.
Got a cute face, Amanda.
But yeah, Welsh. I used to be really good at accents, and I can't do them anymore now.
Nah. I can't. The kids are messed up.
Charlie
talked
it out me.
Charlie talks Wenglish. He's like Welsh.
What?
He talks Welsh/English because you've got Chris who's Welsh, and his words are like a lot different to mine sometimes, and then mine are like pure borderline, just northeast accent, and then there's Hunter who's trying to talk, but he just talks Chinese. He talks like a minion. I think I had sex with a minion, and that's where Hunter came from because he talks a bibu babu, like a wabu, and I'm just like, okay, let's learn you some real words.
Yeah.
That
He's just like
100% cute. I don't know. Sorry.
You okay?
100% true. Has just said Scousers are difficult to understand though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. It's the difficult one.
Yeah. They sound like chickens to me. No offense to Scouse. I literally can't understand a word.
I can't. I'm sorry. It's not for me. Everyone has a preference. There's nothing necessarily wrong with you as a person. I just really don't like your accent.
Yeah.
But people don't like my accent, and some people
Do you know
absolutely
what?
love my accent, and I don't know why.
Do you know what accent I love apart from like Scottish and Irish? And I don't know why it gets us every time. You know, like proper farmer. I love a
Really?
proper farmer accent. I really do.
Need to oil me tractor.
Oh, or I love Russian. You know, like
Not
when
like
Russian
that.
people speak English and they're like, "Oh, hello, pretty lady," I'm like, "Oh,
That is not Russian.
you know, when they speak English, but like the way they say it."
Yes. I know
And I'm
what
just
you mean.
like, jaws
Is that really
dropped on the
good for
floor.
you? Oh,
Yeah.
no, for me, I like a very well-spoken man.
Yeah.
Very well-spoken man, I do. Or Irish.
Yeah.
I like Irish.
American. I absolutely
Oh, I
fucking rule.
hate
American.
American
hate
accent,
American accents.
slightly southern, you know what I mean? Slightly southern. I kind of like it. Like, you can fucking date me on your farm any day, my boy.
Nah.
I tell you what I don't like. London accents.
I love London. That's what I mean. Like a well-spoken man, like
No,
high-end London.
It's the
You know
hot.
Tom Hardy.
Like,
I
don't
love
know.
I love a Cockney accent. I cannot stand an Essex accent.
Not keen on Essex accent, no. I used to when I was younger. I used to really like it, not now.
I love a proper like Cockney accent,
no,
not an Essex accent.
No,
like-
don't Scottish, like nice Scottish, not the Glaswegian stuff. You know, what the ones you can understand. Because some of them,
Some of it's really thick. I
Look
quite
at
like if you had to pick a celebrity, YouTuber, anything like that with a voice where you just go, you don't necessarily have to be attracted to the person, but if you just kind of like, oh, you've got like a really nice voice, like I can
James
listen to you
McAvoy.
all day. Who would you pick? Who's your top 3?
James McAvoy, Gerard Butler,
oh, Gerard Butler.
and Jamie Dornan.
Okay.
In Irish, so not doing his Mr. Grey shit. He's proper like born with accent.
Right, Sam.
Tom Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Terrible.
I don't know.
He's like a Russian mafia. He's got a band.
Sam likes
and then
a bit of the Rush. Okay.
oh, no. It's because he can growl, and he's just like, oh. And my third one was Gerard Butler. I love his voice. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Mine. Mine is gonna have to be. So I like American. I really like Markiplier's voice. I've got. It's deep, slightly southern. I like his voice.
Yeah.
Easy on the eye too. Then I would say Henry Cavill.
Forgot about Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill, he has his voice is so like posh and nice, and he's very well spoken, and he's very well put together, and I could listen to him talk all day. And I think if I had to pick a third one, Tom Hardy's got to be up there. He's got a nice voice as well. Yeah. Got to be up there for Tom Hardy. I do like a bit of Irish, but Tom Hardy, yeah.
Amanda.
What?
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Yeah, kind of. He's got a nice voice.
Fucking Negan.
Yeah.
Negan. Oh my god. I used to absolutely buzz over him like a long time ago. It's the voice, and what is it that he says? Oh my god, what is the phrase that he said? And he
little big, let me in.
No, not that one.
Which one?
Oh, that's the one. Alex does it perfect, and he just goes, "Well, shit."
Yes.
And it's just, I am yours. Take me away.
I'm not a Walking Dead person. I've never seen Walking Dead. I like him from Supernatural days.
Get her off. Get her off.
Just leave. Just
leave. Get out. We don't know who you are. You're no longer our sister.
Me.
Oh, that's another thing that we haven't even actually disclosed in this podcast. We are all sisters.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We are related.
We are all related. We are all full
We all
blood.
fell out of the same lady.
Yes. We will not disclose who is the oldest and who is the youngest, but we are all
let's
sisters.
not then. I've just already said I'm the oldest.
Oh, well, Sam's the oldest.
Yourselves, who you want to say think is the youngest?
Yeah.
I'm the middle.
And then there's me. I'm the baby, but I am like, I won't say how old I am, but I'm in my 20s.
She's really fucking old. She's not in her 20s. She's a lot older than 20.
Look, she's had so much Botox. Honest to
Back
God,
in
don't
my
believe her.
day, I've never had look. Full movement of me face. While we're on the talking of cosmetic surgery on the face, have we seen the new thing that all the ladies are getting out? Each to your own if you want to get cosmetic surgery. I am totally fine with that. There is nothing wrong with it. But please tell me why everybody's getting that eyebrows so they look like Spock.
It is so weird.
Literally eyebrows. Do this.
Really?
It is called the Fox Lash Lift, ladies. Google it. Please Google it right now so you can see what the Fox Lash Lift.
Hold on.
Fox Lash Lift. Why was it so hard to say? I think my mouth just kind of went, nope.
lash lift.
Uh-huh.
Not today.
It's not even that. Sorry, it's fox eye lift.
Is this it?
No, fox eye lift.
Oh, eye lift.
Lift. Yeah.
Eye lift. Hold on. You said lash. You said lash.
I know.
Is it
Brain's not working. It's left. I promise I'm like. Do you know what I must come across? Like I am so stupid. I promise I'm not.
Oh my god.
Is that it?
It's really hard to say.
Why?
So, have a look through. Someone called Hallie Halliday or something started it.
No.
Oh, over there. Can you see hers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Some people look really beautiful with it, but some people just need to not get that. Like I would look like Spock if I got that.
Yeah, same. I've got quite big eyes as well.
I'm good.
I
I've
don't
got
have any
quite-
wrinkles. I'm okay.
I've
I'm
got
not a
long
makeup
eyes. I look
person.
weird.
I just think a lot of people look weird. Like, not to call anybody out, but like Katie Price got hers done. We've all seen the photo.
Yeah.
She looks surprised.
It's too much.
Or like
Did
the wind
Mel-
was blown too hard.
Fox stuck in a wind tunnel.
Literally, but like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If you want to change your body
Yeah.
within reason to be more comfortable in yourself, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah,
I'm fine
go
with it.
wild. But
No.
But there does come a point where you've kind of got to go.
That's enough.
it's a bit much.
Yeah, some things are a bit much. But I think it's like each their own, really. But I think it's because I kind of looked at it and went, "It's like eyes like that," and then I saw the eyebrows and went, "Nah, eyeliner."
You
Just wear
and the
makeup.
other time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I've got like
Yeah, like me jaw thing.
I'm just,
But-
you know what? I'm just dieting right now, and I'm like losing weight, and it's really working. Nice to be back on losing weight again. I will be tiny again.
Well, I like cake.
I don't
You say
actually
you like
like cake.
What?
Did you say you like dick? You
Obviously,
might-
I like cake. Hey,
You just came towards the camera and it sounded like you went, I like dick.
Somebody's just gonna like pop in and all the heroes. I like dick.
I like dick.
I said cake. C-A-K-E.
Kiki.
Kiki. I like Kiki.
You said K-E. K-E.
Kitty. I like
Kiki.
dick.
Have you got any cake?
Oh,
I
God.
like the cake, okay? I love the cake. Funny bum bum.
Num 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 num
Yeah.
num num.
Do you know what? I'm quite happy with who I am.
Same.
I'm learning to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's really, really hard this day and age with everything you see on
Oh,
social
yeah.
media pushed in your face, and like I've literally been a point where I deleted TikTok, I deleted Instagram, Snapchat, everything. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
look into anything. I literally got to a point last year in July. I didn't leave my house because it was summer, and I knew there was girls out there who would make me feel uncomfortable in myself. And I've totally changed that this year. At the end of the day, I am me. I'm fucking
Yeah.
weird. I'm strange and I'm annoying and I'm not the tiniest woman on earth. And I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I
Same.
don't
But
care.
you know what? There's currently a trend going around TikTok, which I think has got to be one of the best trends ever come out of TikTok.
Mhm.
So
What is it?
it is women mainly
Mm-hmm.
who are saying, look, this is me. I'm 5'9" and I am 16 and a half stone. This is what I look like. And the people are realizing, fucking hell, like, I'm not the only one that is this weight and this height.
Uh-huh.
There's other people that look like me. And then there's people going, nah, you're not 16 and a half stone. So these girls are literally going, getting a tape measure, like measuring the height, and then standing on a scale on video saying, no, this is me. I'm not ashamed of how much I weigh, what my body looks like. If you've got a problem with it, fuck off.
It's really hard. It's took me a long time to kind of go, it doesn't matter about what it says on the scale. It's about what you see in the mirror. Literally, not that long ago, I think it was about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was 11 stone. Now, there's some people like, oh, 11 stone, that's not right for your BMI, blah, blah, blah. I'm 5'2". I was 11 stone. and I was a size 8 to 10. And it caused me so much mental distress because I looked about and I saw all these other girls who were like a size 8 and they were so small. And then I saw these other girls who were 11 stone and they were bigger than me and they wore bigger clothes than me. But my body wasn't shaped like that, and my body wasn't shaped like anybody had ever come across. And with me, I was more. I had a really small upper frame, and I've built lower legs. I've got big legs. I've got a big bum, and I've got big hips, and I always have, and I always will. No matter how much weight I lose or how tiny I get, all that crap, I will always look like that. And it took a long time to come to terms because I'm not anybody else, so I shouldn't be comparing how I look to other people because I'm me and they're them. But you
See,
shouldn't define how you look and how you feel about yourself by what you see on the scale.
exactly.
100%, definitely
The literal like skinniest I've been was I was in a size 68. Now you know me, I'm 5'9", 5'9.5". Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was in a size 68 and I was 12.5 stone.
Mm-hmm.
12.5 stone.
Yeah, like at that time when I was 11 stone on the dot, I never dropped any lower than 11 stone, and I was a size 8 to 10. The first time I'd ever fit into an 8, and I was like, oh, this is great, blah, blah, blah. But it put me down. But then I'd speak to my friend, who, granted, she was taller than me,
Yeah.
but she was tiny and she was slim all over, and she was a size 16. And I'm like, no way, you're not a 16. There's not a chance. And the thing was, she had broad hips.
Yeah.
But she was really, really slender. So it's
Yeah.
not about, I'm sorry, but what it says on the scale and what size clothes you wear is nothing to do with body fat or anything like that. It's to do with how your body's shaped. Now, I'm not going to sit here and go, well, you know, I'm not fat because I'm shaped different. I've put on a lot of weight since I was that small, and I'll get back to that. I know I will. But I have put on a lot of weight since then. But am I going to still then go, well, I don't deserve to wear this and I don't deserve to wear that? And, you know, why should I feel good about myself when I look this way? No, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the way I am. I'm not going to have anybody else judge that or make me feel bad about the way I look. I don't care what the scale says. I don't care what my clothes say. What I see and what I feel is what I care about.
Exactly, and that's it. Once you become comfortable with who you are and what you look like, and you know what your body shape is, then you know anybody can say anything to you, and it will literally be like water off a duck's back. Like it will.
When you've got girls as well, when you've got girls, you need to have a bit of confidence in yourself. Because if you're showing that you don't feel right in certain things, and you're looking to be better in yourself, instead of loving who you are, your girls are going to follow suit. You see. So I don't show my girls any emotion or how I feel or anything else. I'll say it to myself if I feel like crap, or I'll say it to Chris, you know. But I would never say it to the girls or in front of the girls, because I know for a fine fact how girls have body images. You know, I've been there myself, having anorexia when I was younger. And I was always thin. I'm happy how I am now. I don't care if I've got a bit of a belly. I've had kids. I've had 6 kids. My body is my body. My kids love my body. I'm happy with myself. My partner's happy with us. You know, that's all you've got to think about. But when you've got girls in your house, you can't show them that you're bothered by social media or how people look on Instagram or anything else.
You can't put it into them, because then it's going to give them this picture that they're going to grow up and feel like they're not good enough and they have to be a certain way. And I mean, obviously I've got my Faith, who's getting her an age now where she wants to get that like makeup, and she wants to be girly and she wants to be out there. And I'm like, you're beautiful just the way you are. You don't need makeup. But if you want to put a little bit of eyeshadow or something on, I am totally fine with that. But don't ever think that you're not beautiful, because you are. And I tell my girls every day, you are beautiful just the way you are. There's nothing wrong with you. Because honestly, these days it is so bad for your mental health. Self-image is so. I've been through the fucking pits with self-image a lot, and it's nice to see influencers out there now who are, there's no massive filters to blur the skin or make them look tiny because of Photoshop and stuff like that. They're like, this is me, this is what I look like, I am me, and if you don't like it, I don't care. and
Yeah.
it's nice
Yeah.
to see them out there doing what they do,
Mhm.
and people following them, and people feeding off that, and people, the makeup's changing now. It's coming back to be so much more natural.
Yeah.
It's really
Uh-huh.
nice to see. Really, really nice.
I've always brought Ebony up, and I think that's one of the main things I can see it. As a mother, I have brought my daughter up, and I'll bring Amelia up exactly the same way. Do
Uh-huh.
not let anybody else dictate how you feel about yourself.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Yeah.
You know what?
not just girls, though, it's boys as well.
Yeah, I have boys as well.
Bert turned around to me the other day and he said, "Oh, do you think I look stupid if I wear this hat into school?" And obviously, with him being the way he is and having the autism and things, he's got this hat and it's got like a skull on and the eyes are like cut out, but it's like a cool little hat. What would people think if I wear this? And I says to Mrs. Bert, "You should never care what other people think of how you look. If you want to dress like that, don't let anybody else say anything about what if they say something mean." I said, "Well, then just laugh and just walk away and just say, I'm happy how I am, thank you very much, and I'll dress the way I like to dress."
Yeah.
Don't ever, tell them to dress a certain way. Or my girls are confident. Grace loves herself. She doesn't need makeup. She knows she's pretty. She's got no fears of anything. She just right out tells people how she is. And Leonie, she's beautiful and she doesn't care how she dresses because she dresses lovely and she doesn't need makeup all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And she's only beginning to realise that now, even though she's older. She doesn't need the makeup that she wears a lot because she's beautiful, is she? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
same with Ebony and Amelia will be brought up to be exactly the same. I mean,
Best way.
I feel sorry for anybody who gives Amelia any sort of shit because
Or Ebony.
Or
Yeah.
Ebony, Ebony is just me. Just I was
Oh,
going to say
yeah.
a smaller version of me, but she's like the same height as us these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, she doesn't give a shit. Like somebody says something to her, and she's like, "Yeah, just fuck
Mhm.
off."
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Best
It's nice
way.
to see bring them up the right way.
Yeah.
But yeah. In a world like this at the minute, you have to, because if you don't, you've got to bring them up strong and to be their own person.
I think there needs to be more people like that in the world where they turn around and say, "No, do you know what?" And I know it's hard. I've been there myself. Like, it is hard to get to that point where you just go, "I don't give a shit." Like, I don't care. It's not detrimental. Yeah.
You be you and you be proud of what you are.
Yeah.
Because like God, I've had shit. I've got, remember when I was a teenager, I used to get called all the names under the sun for having a big bum.
Now everybody wants one.
Yeah, I've got a
I
big
had
bum.
that in school.
No matter how chunky I get, I've always got a small waist. And no matter how much weight I lose, I've always got a big bum. And I used to get absolutely vilified for it when I was a teenager. And yet you've got people paying thousands of pounds to go and get fat injected into the arse these days, and it's like mental.
Well, look at Kim Kardashian. It's
Yeah.
not real, it's all fake, but it's what people are into these days.
Yeah.
I'm just happy as how I am,
Same.
I've got no bum, no boobs, a belly, and
I think I got your share of both.
You both did. I done skinny dunk, I chunky dunk, so
Yeah.
I've done a couple of things to make myself happy about myself, but that's me.
Exactly. That's your choice.
everybody's got the one thing, Amanda.
Eh?
That's
Everyone's got the one thing.
Everyone's got the. That's why I said I've got nothing against anyone. If there's one thing about self-love, but at the same time, if you feel like you want to change something about yourself that would make you happy, then go for it.
Do the hell you want with it. Some people go too far with the lips, and I can say it does look stupid.
Yeah.
But then the way if you do it nice like you have, it's normal. It looks nice. It doesn't look like a duck.
Yeah.
Do
your research on what you're gonna do before you do anything. I was very careful. I've only ever had mine done twice. It's not something I get done very often. It was 2 years ago. I got mine done recently, about January. And I always go for the Russian technique. I'm always very careful who I go with, making sure they know what they're doing, so everything's hygienic, that kind of thing. So do your research before you do it. But if you do it right, it looks right. If you don't, then you look like you're gonna get stuck to a window.
Yeah, exactly. Some people.
I have seen some terrible ones where it just looks like sausages, like they've got a pack of Richmond on their face. And it's just like,
funny enough,
surely you don't know.
I saw a story today about this poor lass. well, I don't know if you class her as poor. She'd getting too much filler put on her lips.
Mm.
And her lips, you know, like when you cook a sausage, that's
Yeah.
basically done that. And I was like, oh, just I can't get stuff like that because of my allergies. But I think if I was to get like that, I think you'd know stop
Yeah.
before that would happen. Do you know what I mean? Because I mean,
Yeah.
you would have like once it got like so big, you would literally have reduced feeling there.
Well, you do when you have stuff like that done. If you have too much and things, it can affect like your nerve endings and things like that, and you do have reduced feelings. Like it's kind of like obviously when I had the kids, I had a C-section,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they through nerves, and they never come back.
That's the them, isn't it? Yeah.
Botox, you can get to a point where if you have that much Botox in your face, you can't move your face, and you can't actually feel what's going on. Like you've got no movement or anything, and you can't feel it because there's that much in your face, and it's so dangerous. It can build up and get into your bloodstream, and it can actually poison it. So you can poison
Yeah.
yourself. So if you are going to do something to make yourself feel better about the way you look, just be careful
Yeah.
what you're doing. Don't overdo things. Don't make it like
Do your
a frequent
research.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely do your research. Be very careful. Go to someone who's credited and they've got good recommendations and reviews and things. Don't just go, this person does it, so I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to friggin' Jessica's down the street. She's been doing it a week and she's going to do me a cheap deal. You'll regret it massively.
Like people who get the carpets done, you wouldn't go to somebody who did a really shit job and then go, oh, mint, I'm going to get my carpets off you because somebody said you're really cheap, but you did a shit job.
Yeah.
You just...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
One thing I've noticed about myself tonight is I talk so much with my hands that I forget that people can't see us.
We're not even
So-
on
See?
screen on camera.
I
Kim,
don't
you
know
have,
on
to
camera.
be on, you have to be on camera next time. I'm on
I will be, I promise.
Come on.
I'll be on camera next
We have
time.
to do it.
Come on then, to finish off strong with the stream, do we have any very creepy stories? Anything you can think of?
My love life. That's creepy.
I watched
That's
a
the one
video
with him.
yesterday. I think it was on Nuke, top 5.
Mhm.
And there was a guy who was doing a house out, and he heard this baby crying, right? Oh my god, it was so sad. He went downstairs, and went in the basement. He checked the whole house, checked the basement, and in this room you could just hear this baby crying. Oh my god, he was sobbing his heart out. Only must have been about like 1.5-ish. Opened the door, couldn't see anything. It must have been like a ghost or something. But oh my god, it was breaking my heart listening to it. But there was something. He ran out of the house so fast. I thought I would have checked every inch of the house to make sure there's no kid.
Oh,
But yeah, it was so creepy.
I would have been so scared.
Mhm.
Kim, have you got anything?
No, just I tell you what I do have. I'm not going to speak for a couple of seconds because I've got the worst sneeze building up. I can feel it.
Nothing worse than a solid sneeze.
Oh, it's like it's when you feel it in the tip of your nose.
Mhm.
It's just stuck and it won't arrive.
Do I have one? Do I have a really creepy story?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
Out of creepiness for the night. My goodness.
I've usually got loads, but it's hard to think like off your head like what you're thinking of. I'll tell you what. Let's my mind went blank.
Let
So,
us not speak.
like not spiritual like experiences as in like seeing ghosts, that kind of stuff. Like we all know, I know that we're all a bit weird. Like
Yeah.
psychic wise, we're all a bit weird. We've all got our own kind of thing. Like mine's like I'm walking a house and if there's something there, I know straight away.
Yeah.
I like feelings. I had one the other day. I was sat in my office and there was someone stood behind me. Like when someone comes up and stands behind you, you can feel it. There was somebody stood behind me. I could feel it. And my initial reaction was to kind of like turn around and go, "Who's this?" And obviously not. I've changed my setup since then. It was my back was here, and someone would have been more here. And that is one of the reasons I have changed my setup because I don't. The door's behind me, and I don't like that. And that feeling was such a heavy feeling that I'm just like, yeah, there's somebody behind me, and I kind of just, rather than freaking out and looking around to see who it was, I thought, nah, I want to kind of feel this out and see what I can feel, see what I can sense. And sometimes I will sit there and be like, right, what can I feel? And it was just more like a heavy male presence I could feel behind me. Don't know who it was, and it went away eventually, but it was very uncomfortable. But things like that, like
Yeah.
dreams you've had where you've had a dream and it literally came true. Like I've had a couple
Yeah.
of them, and they freak me out, kind of like a deja vu, or you know, hearing things or seeing things. Someone coming around when I do shit.
And
hearing things, seeing things. I was just like, there's that mum again. A ghost that you're just ignoring your kids, deal with it. Yeah, so premonitions, that kind of thing, ghostly experience, your psychic things you've had to deal with, you've kind of seen, felt, dreamt,
Yeah.
saw, if you get what I mean. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
See, with me, not so much apart from the one I've already spoke about. And the only other thing I can think of, again, I just give birth to spooky children. That's what it is. I lose my spookiness. I just birth it.
See, I'll dream it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I dream
Come
it.
over here.
I had a dream about a year and a half ago. I'm walking across. It's like a big stone wall, but through water, through a river.
Yeah.
In what I thought, hi Raz. What I thought was my little boy in front of me had this. Was it a yellow? I think it was a yellow coat on. I think it was a yellow coat. So long gone out, and he was walking in front of me, and he had these little shoes on, little red shoes, and he was just walking in front of me, and I kept thinking he's gonna fall in the river, but I couldn't grab hold of him, I couldn't stop him. I was just watching this happen. There was nobody else about, and it really bothered me. And I woke up, and I just went about my day, and then I saw on Facebook that a little boy wearing the exact same outfit that day had fallen into a river, and a nearby boy who was about 14 jumped in and saved him.
Oh, that's nice.
But dreamed about it was terrifying. Last night, I literally got up this morning, I was like this through my phone because I had a dream. I've never seen this road in my life, ever. But there's this big road going up like this way, and then you've got to turn off down here. And we're driving along, and this car, just driving like idiots, speeds past us in this smash into the side of, like, you know, the barrier going along. But it wasn't like anything, it looked like a mountain in my dream. But they smashed into this kind of barrier going along, and the car was fucking totaled. So I hop out the car and I run over to help. And then it's a woman and a young girl, probably the age of about 5 or 6, hair to about here, and it was like a white blonde, like very, very light. And she was very young, and she was really like cut up and stuff, and I'm like there trying to save her and stuff. And I had to look through, but there was nothing about a woman or a child. But there was a crash today where one of the cars on a motorway smashed into the side barrier, and another car smashed into them, and both people went to hospital. So it's a bit weird that I've dreamt someone smashed into the side of a barrier, and then it literally happens the next day.
Yeah.
But I have a lot like that. A lot of dreams where I'll wake up and it'll happen. I still haven't found out about the one of a factory. I'm going through this factory and everyone's wearing these red suits, you know, like the COVID suits everyone was wearing, the white ones. Like that, but the red. And everybody's wearing these red suits. And a lot of them died. I don't know if something like it fell in or it was a chemical leak or something like that, but a lot of them died in my dream, and it was absolutely horrendous, and I've still never found out to this day. It might have been nothing, it might have been something. But I don't know, I've always had this weird thing where I just know. But it was creepy.
It's creepy, isn't it?
Yeah. Like the house man went for when we were little, and I went in with her and I knew.
Yeah. Somebody had died, there was like, they're literally like a mattress with a body stain on.
Well, it was...
moved it.
We walked in the house, because I think we viewed a couple of houses that day, and the letting agent took us in, and I don't actually think it'd even been in the house before that. And we went in and we went up the stairs, and God, I must have been so small. I can't even remember how old I was, but I was quite young. And I remember it clear as day. And I remember walking up the stairs, and I felt so uneasy. But the way I viewed everything, it was daylight, but it was like everything was darkness around me.
Yeah.
It's so dark and so heavy, and I felt like I was surrounded by people that I couldn't see.
Yeah.
It didn't feel good, and I was so scared. And we were going up, and we walked to this room, and I just remember there was a mattress kind of on an angle there. And unfortunately, whoever had lived there previously did die, and they were found there. And they were taken away, but they'd been there a while, so obviously things break down, and the shape of the body was still on the mattress, but there was also a shape on the floor. And me feeling that really heavy feeling walking in, and then seeing that at such a young age, but still being able to remember it clear as day. And I said to Mammy, walked in, I said, Mammy, I don't like this house. And she knew, and it's just that feeling of knowing there was something there, and I've been the same ever since. But I'll never forget that.
I'm just running for a little ladies' room break. I'm peeing my pants.
Tinkle time!
Tinkle time! My
Yeah,
bladder is not what it used to be.
We'll just chitter chatter on.
Carry on.
Yeah. Enjoy your sprinkle.
Sprinkle, sprinkle, don't let the ghosts get you.
You probably will.
Yeah, so just having a feeling when you walk in a house, I know straight away as soon as I walk in. Like, Mum and Dad's house freaks me out. You remember when you got hit by a Coke bottle?
Yeah, we were all there. We were all in the room. And there was, I was just sitting there, I'd had my pop, and I put it on the floor. And I turned around, and I was talking to my mum, and I just felt this thing hit us, and I was like, what was that? I was like, oh, ignore it, don't pay attention to him. I was like, she went, it's just an old man. He's a miserable old bastard. Just as he just wants your attention, don't give him it. Literally,
I remember him.
hit me side, and I was like,
I remember the time where it happened again, and you were sat, and it was, I don't know if it was the same day, but you in my mum's house, it was kind of, the sofa was here, Sam was sat on the sofa here facing that way because the TV was here, and she'd put a Coke bottle here, and I'm directly opposite, so I'm just kind of sat watching TV, and just like peripheral vision out the corner of my eye, I see this Coke bottle just kind of go bump right. I'm just like, what the hell was that? And I was like, Sam. But I remember. I remember. But he was a nuisance. He was. Obviously, I lived there at the time, and I was a teenager. I think it was 15 or something, maybe a bit older. And I remember walking past the bathroom to get in my bedroom, and as I walk past Amanda, I walked past the bathroom. It was open.
Yeah.
It was just about going to my bedroom door because it was right next to the bathroom, and literally, all I heard and felt was like a big breath out, and me hair just literally just kind of went like that and moved as if someone had just had the hardest breath on me face.
Yeah.
And I just kind of, I ran in my room and I screamed, and me mum, I was like, Mum, 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 and she came upstairs and she went, just ignore him, he's doing it to scare you. And I heard her say, you better pack it in, scaring her, because I've had enough. And it didn't happen again after that. He didn't do it again, but that was, it was like he was right here. That was scary.
Yeah.
And I think that might have been the same man I seen in my room one night. We'd had the cabin bed, but my bedroom was a weird shape. So my bed was a small bed in a cubby hole, and then I had a cabin bed over. And he was stood under the cabin bed and he had a hoodie on. I could only see like this side of his face, and the rest was dark. And it freaked me out, and my dad actually went and sat in the room to see if he could feel anything. He said, listen, I can't feel anything, but I've done a few things and you shouldn't feel anything again. But I would get recurring stuff like that all the time. It would freak me out. Mum's house is just such a portal for spirits. There's always something going on.
It is. When I was there, now I think I was pregnant with Leonie. I think I was due to have her. And we stayed in my mum's one for some reason, and everyone was in bed, and obviously I was sleeping downstairs on the sofa, and I heard Ian's chair pull out. You know his chair where he sits next to where he always sits.
Yeah.
I heard his chair pull out. And I'd went in the kitchen to check, and you know how he always pushes it in every night? It was pulled out, and I told him the next morning, and he went, oh, he's a sod, he always sits in my friggin' seat when I go to bed. And I was like, okay, this is normal.
Oh, yeah, it's really normal.
Yeah.
Kim,
Yeah.
tell the story when we were sat in Mum's kitchen about the door.
Oh yeah. So we're all just having a leisurely chat in the kitchen. And now this might not be the same story because there is 2 or 3 stories about the door. So this one I'm
Uh-huh.
thinking of is the handle kept moving on the door
Yeah.
as if somebody was trying to get in. And then
Mm-hmm.
Mum went to try and go out of the kitchen, and as she
Uh-huh.
opened the door, it was like somebody pulled it from the other side.
Yeah.
Then there
Yeah.
was again rattling. Also, the woman walking down Mum and Dad's path in the white
Uh-huh.
dress.
Kim, sorry, was that the one where me and you were sat in the kitchen and we were just talking and Mum was outside? And the door handle just kind of went down and then it opened. And my mum said, "What have you let Toby out for?"
No, that was a different one. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. There's 2 or 3 different
Yeah,
different
so
door
me
handle
and you were just
stories.
sat at the table talking, weren't we? So me and Kim were sat at the table having a conversation, and we saw the door handle go down. Mum would been out the front door for us. I don't know what she was doing. She was out the front, but she was at the front door,
Yeah.
and we saw the door handle go down, and the door opened a bit. And I thought we literally just thought Mum's letting Toby out, which is Mum's little dog, and
Yeah.
we just hear Mum go, "What have you let Toby out for?" And we're like, "What do you mean? What have we let Toby out for? You let Toby out?" "No, I didn't let Toby out. I was out
Yeah.
front. I wanted him kept in." Went, "Mum, you just opened the door." "No, I didn't. I was in the garden." And we're like, "Mum, someone just literally put the handle down and opened the door." And she's like, "Well, it wasn't me."
Weird.
Yes,
Mum's
I
house
remember
is terrible for it. Dad tells the
Really?
stories all the time. Remember when he got hit with toothpaste?
Yeah, that happens quite a lot. Yeah, stuff flies off the windowsill.
Happens
And
to Dad very often, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He'd gone to he told us the story of he'd went to the toilet this day, and obviously he's a man. He's going for a wee, so he stood up and he's facing the windowsill, and they had a tube of toothpaste on the windowsill. And as he'd like done what he'd done, washed hands, and he turned to leave, and this tube of toothpaste just flew and bounced off him.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
These kind of things don't faze me, Dad, at all. He's just like, pick it up, put it back, whatever. Not bothered. You don't. He's always like, "You don't scare me," and I'm like, "Well, you
Yeah.
scare me. Please leave me alone. Don't follow me home." Literally,
Please
downstairs,
leave
I'm like, "Just stay here and bother me, Dad. Don't bother me. Don't follow me home. It's boring at my house. You wouldn't like it." Leave me
Yeah.
alone. Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few stories of like the doors opening, Mum hearing people shout at her, Dad hearing people shout at them.
People shouting at you is so scary. I hate it. You know when you lay in bed and you're just relaxed. And I know a lot
Yeah.
of people have had this, and you just you're not even like asleep. You just close your eyes and you relax in bed to sleep. And then someone
Yeah.
will just go like, you'd be like, go, "Amanda," and you're just like, "What? What?" Or
Yeah.
you'll hear just somebody scream in your ear or something like that. I hate it.
I used to get boo if I'd like have a nap during the day and stuff when the kids were at school. I had no like little ones. All they heard is boo or like Sam, and I was like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck?"
Oh, get up.
And then you just
like,
think, "Oh, yeah,"
it's
and you just
terrifying.
think, "Hold on, am I going crazy or did that just happen?"
It's absolutely terrifying. I hate stuff like that.
I've had
Yeah.
somebody shouting Kimberly. Now you know nobody calls me Kimberly apart from Mum if I'm in bother. Oh, she's trying to
Yeah.
sound fun. Just Amanda freaking herself out while I her.
Yeah.
Just
Um,
if I
yeah,
lean back on
so
my chair, I hit the wall a bit. But I was just kind of like this, and it's just free thing, and I just felt like my chair kind of go like that. It's getting spooky, guys. The spooks have come to play. They want to join in. Just keep an eye on the candle in the background and see what it does.
Yeah. See if it blows out.
Got my little
But-
candle on.
yeah, I
Same.
do hear Kimberly, and nobody calls us Kimberly.
Well, you've got a lot going on in your house, Kim, all the time. Oh my
True.
god, we haven't even really said like a really good one from the other day. So we all talk a lot. We ring each other a lot. And I'd rang Kim for one of my pointless chats again. And I was just
Yeah.
around that, and she was walking down the stairs, and I can't remember, you were talking about something, and I don't know what they said, but I heard a little girl in the background, and it basically just sounds like they were being really loud trying to get Kim's attention. So I automatically assumed it was Amelia.
Yeah.
And I went, is Amelia home? Bear in mind, I think it was about 12 in the afternoon, and she probably
Mhm.
should have been at school. So I'm like,
Mhm.
is Amelia home? Thinking, oh, is she not well today? Is she not at school? And she was like, no, she's at school. I'm like, Kim, I've just heard a little girl like shouting, trying to get your attention. She's like, Brandon, nobody's here, it's just me. But a very weird relevance is to that. Kim has so much activity on her stairs.
Yeah.
And you were walking down the stairs at the time I heard that. Now you have
I was in
so
the
much
middle of the
activity.
staircase.
Yeah, you have so much activity on your stairs and around that area.
Yeah.
You need to do some sort of like EMF reading or something at some point there, like him, and just video it,
Do.
just so we can see.
Yeah.
Maybe one night you could just put a little EMF on your stairs or in your living room while like we're doing a live stream, and we can do something like that, because Kim has a lot of activity in her house where I don't really have a lot in here. It's more things pop in and pop out as time goes on, just because I'm spoopy to the bone, and they follow me. But I don't really have anything spooky. Is your house spooky, Sam? Have you got anything in yours?
Yeah, all the time. I always hear somebody saying "mum," mainly when I put the loft hatch open. Or Charlie said there's Mary comes and sits on his bed and doesn't let him get out of bed. Ooh, freaky.
Just want to like, there's no breeze, there's no window open because I've got my heating on because I'm cold. There's no radiator around me. There's no breeze around me. My window is right over there, so there's nothing that could be making the candle go a bit nutty. And it's not like a normal candle. It's one of those eco wicks.
Oh yes,
So I shouldn't really be doing that.
no, it
That's
shouldn't.
weird. Yeah, sorry, Sam. Anyway, carry on.
No, nothing really. Just Charlie speaks to somebody in his room. He hasn't done it recently since Hunter's been in there. But yeah, he says Mary sometimes lies on his chest and doesn't let him get out of bed.
Oh, I don't. I've had that a very long time ago. Do you remember Elaine's house in Penshire? The
Yes.
first house she ever lived in.
Mhm.
I would stay there quite often when I was younger, and I remember lying. It was sometimes I'd sleep on a sleeping bag on the floor, and it never happened.
Uh-huh.
But sometimes I'd sleep in a bed, and I remember lying in bed one night. It happened a couple of times, and you'd just be late, and you'd have this heavy pressure on your chest that you couldn't breathe.
Uh-huh.
And it's not like, it's not sleep paralysis where you can't get up. I could move, but it was so heavy, and you knew someone was like there watching you. It was like someone it was at the end of the bed, but they were pushing this pressure onto your chest.
Yeah.
And I was quite young when I was staying there, probably 10 or 11, something like that, and it was so terrifying. Her house was so scary. I remember she actually saw a man in Leighton's room.
I
Leighton
remember
was
that.
crying because he saw a man. Leighton said, "Don't be daft," and she went into his room and saw the man and grabbed Leighton and ran in the bathroom and locked herself in. I remember that. She had a lot, and when you'd go to bed at night, you'd hear a Hoover downstairs in the living room.
Yeah.
But there was nobody home. They could at least actually done the hoovering for you though.
Yeah.
Well, I'm alright if they're going to be in
it.
here.
Cleaned up like.
Yeah, because if you're gonna mess with me here, can you at least like tidy up?
Yeah.
I have in here, nothing really happens, but if it does, it's like today's probably the most. It's went on for like a long time with the door. But apart from that, nothing really happens. Something will drop. I'll hear like taps, but not like normal taps.
Uh-huh.
Like somebody in the room tapping, or something will just drop off a shelf out of nowhere. Or I'll go to pick something up, like this brush, right? This isn't even my brush. This is Alex's brush, and we hunted for
Yeah.
this for months. And it's not a case of we just misplaced it. The only place that have it was in the bedroom, and we went through everything because we redecorated the bedroom, and we couldn't find it anywhere. And we just found it sat on the side one day.
Yeah.
Sat on the side of the cabinet, and I'm just like,
That's
how
mad.
can that just be there when we've been searching for it for months? It would only ever be in that room. But yeah, nothing, not a lot goes on.
Yeah.
I would expect you to have loads in yours, Sam, because they're quite old houses, them ones, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, we don't see a lot. We did get a lot more since we got Chris's stuff from his granddad's.
Mm-hmm.
But not really, nothing bad, nothing sinister, nothing that would ever harm us, you know?
It's not always sinister, really, is it? It's just more like it could be anything, really.
Mhm. But I don't know. It's mad though, isn't it? It's just, you know.
Creepy
But I think
nice.
we might have to go.
One minute.
Unfortunately.
I'm back.
Yeah. Hi.
1 minute.
It's been a while for me headset. My ears are. I need a better headset, you know.
I got this one. It's
I don't-
alright. It's quite comfortable. I just don't like how big and bulky it is. That's the only thing. Obviously, when I'm doing like a podcast,
Yeah.
I don't want anything massive on my ears. But because I've got me microphone and stuff, I don't want. I just pinged a sticker. I don't want it to just be out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm fine.
so Sam, are you gonna move down here, and are we gonna do
Yeah.
some live streams?
If I can, yeah. I'm just
You
nervous about moving away.
It's really nice
Just
down
so
here.
long.
Really nice
If-
down here.
if you move down there, you're going to have a little setup, right? And then you're going to have to have a TV screen in the middle for me.
Do
And
you know
Yeah.
what I was saying to Alex
Really?
earlier? I was saying if Sam moves down here, I can literally do it where me and you can both be on here together.
yeah.
Yeah, so we can do the thing together if you wanted to. If you wanted to come over one night, and I mean, there's no reason that there couldn't be wine. And and with the
Wine?
live streams and stuff, we can have Kim in the middle. So Kim, you could still be on like this, but me
Yeah.
and Sam would just be sat next to each other,
Yes.
and that would be
Yeah.
fucking super cool.
Really, yeah.
Also, we currently have
Super
people
cool.
in chat. We have people in chat, and you're sat very, very silently. I want to know, the people who are in chat,
Mm-hmm.
are you believers? Do you believe in ghosts? Have you experienced anything yourself that you want to share? I'd be really interested to know. It's completely fine if you don't. Like we were saying earlier, if you don't believe it and you're more of a skeptic, that is completely fine. But if you do and you have had experiences, share them in chat. I'd really like to know. I'd really like the interest. I love hearing other people's stories about what they've experienced.
Yeah.
There are some
Yeah.
crazy ones.
Yes, there's some good ones.
Yeah, I literally watch Selena Spooky Boo.
Yes. Oh, she's funny.
She is so funny. She has a podcast. She has a podcast called The Haunted Closet, and it is really good. And she does that with her brother sometimes. And she has talked about how she used a Ouija board when she was younger, and she had like such negative experience. I'm not going to go into it because, to be honest, a lot of it is private stuff in her life that's actually caused problems now for us. I don't really want to say what it is, but she's had some spooky experiences. Like she's been to hotels and stuff, and old hotels
Yeah.
are definitely the creepiest places to be. Like I've been in a couple of old hotels, and they scare the shit out of me. Like the creepiness in. That one when I said I woke up and there was someone just sat looking in my face. That's scary.
I'd generally shit my pants.
I have experienced such a thing, and it is horrible.
It is absolutely terrifying.
Yeah.
But I just think it's weird how things can, like spiritual energy and stuff, can cling on to objects. Like a lot of people go,
it's
the house is haunted because it's an old piano. It's of like 1940, of course it's haunted. I'm sorry, but no. Sometimes they just cling on to things, and sometimes it's because like these dolls and things, or you could literally just have a candle, right?
Yeah.
They may cling on to that because maybe just because they fucking like the candle, you know what I mean? It's like, this is a cute candle, gonna haunt the shit out of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Some people
do.
Yeah. Mhm. Some people are like, oh, don't have mirrors, you know, they're the portal and blah blah blah, and no, it's just a mirror. You
It
can
is
see
a
yourself
mirror.
if you feel it's a portal. Fair
There's
enough.
a mirror that's actually being kept in a warehouse. I can't remember what the mirror's called, but it's currently being kept in a warehouse out of the way of everyone because apparently it possesses a demon energy, and everybody who's owned it has been like severe car accidents or died.
Really?
Yeah, from looking into it. Yeah. Look at
Well,
Jack Bacon's house of what is it like? He has a museum of haunted items.
Yeah, he's
oh,
got
is
a
it,
museum.
You wanna come say
is it in
hi?
his museum?
It's the haunted
Hey,
hand of the
Alex is
Pepsi
here.
Max.
Come say hi.
Hey!
Come say hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
Alex.
hey,
I'm
mate.
here.
Hello.
Me face.
Okay, bye. Thanks.
Alex, get me a can of pop, will you?
Hi.
I'm nearly
He's
out.
going to get me a Pepsi. He's really nice.
Where's ours?
No.
Like, it's a disgrace.
No?
Get your own. Right,
Send
I
us
want to
my
know.
own.
I want to know if you,
Oh,
oh, the light was just shining way to look like I had like a little white tash. I'll be having
shave
that.
it, Amanda.
I tried. Alright, I want to know if you were a ghost, people watching, if you were a ghost, what things would you do to inconvenience the person you're haunting and why?
Every
What
time,
would
you do?
every time they put a new toilet roll out, I'd take it and hide it.
You would take it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just take
That's
one of
good.
every sock.
I take one of every shoe.
Yeah.
I'd just probably like, I probably get my heart attack. I'd literally wait. Like, you know when they go at the toaster? So they go and put the toaster
Yeah.
in, right? And every time they click down, I just press cancel.
Yeah.
I just keep popping the toast back up. Or like when they go to grab like the glass of, so they've got the glass of, like the can of pop and they just go again, I'd just be like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that. I'll just like drop things down the back when they're just chilled watching TV. I don't know if I'd like want to inconvenience them. I just want to scare the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I
I
would.
thought they scoop it in the back or like just rub it on the side of the face so they just feel cold and wet
I
for no
think
reason.
I would be that ghost that, you know, when they're washing the face in the sink,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they head up, I'd be that ghost to be stood behind them so they could see us in the mirror. And then
Oh,
like
Yeah,
one
that's
of my fears that, you know.
then just hide and then
when
like
the shower you go.
yeah. Or when they turn around to look to see if there's anything behind them, just
Yeah.
hide. And then when they turn back around, just reappear
I'm
and just
sorry,
keep
right?
doing it.
When Sam said, when in the shower and you just go, I'm sorry, but I'd probably just put my boobs on.
Yeah. Just oops.
Nips to the glass and just be like, ghost titties.
If I had a dick, I'd slap him across the face with it.
I always said, right, I know it's totally off ghost topic, but I always said if I had like a penis for a day, I'd just like wave it about in the wind and like just flop it onto surfaces and just
do the old
Yeah.
helicopter
walk
helicopter
down the
situation.
street with a wiggly hip just to...
Helicopter.
Totally
We
off.
definitely will.
We had dicks for a day.
Yeah.
That's another podcast. We'll leave that for another one. But
Yeah.
Yes.
as a
Speaking of-
ghost, if it's an afterlife, yous are gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna
Guess
hold
what,
the shit out of you.
Do you not think, right? Because apparently there's like, we're like 2D, is it? Or 3D, but there's like 4D or 5D people that are ahead of us. But we can't see them, but they can see us.
Yeah.
I think they're the ghosts.
Well, there's,
I mean,
there's all this. There's a lot of talk. It's like another dimension or some sort of glitch in the matrix where what you're actually seeing and experiencing aren't past people from a previous life. It's like not someone's dying and turning into a ghost, but more so it's a crossover into a different dimension and all, and you're seeing
Someone's
other
dying.
people and they're seeing you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Seeing a little whole glitch in the matrix kind of thing. That's kind of weird. But
Makes sense. Would
So
there's Lainey and Ben. Can you watch Lainey and Ben?
yeah.
And that shit is legit.
Oh, 100%.
Things that's going on is legit. And they've apparently been told, like in lots of Ouija board sessions and stuff like that, and they've had to come through on spirit boxes, so you can't exactly fake that on the sorry, bloody Pepsi. The am I saying this right? The necrophonic?
Mm-hmm.
Because I know
Yeah,
the other
necrophonic, I
one is a totally different thing. So,
I'm just like,
the necrophonic.
Necrophonic.
I said the bad one, didn't I?
No, listen. Necrophonic.
Necrophonic.
Yeah.
Necrophonic. Right,
Don't
okay.
think of necrophilia. That is not a good thing.
Isn't that where people like dead people?
Yes, that's where people tickle dead people
That's the
in
one I was
inappropriate
thinking
ways.
So, necrophonic. Different thing. So, it's like a. You can get it on your phone actually if anyone's interested in stuff like that. Necrophonic is an application on your phone where it's like a spirit box, but you don't have all this background fuzziness. Now, I hate that because I really don't like it. I really don't like loud noises, but that's a different reason. So, the necrophonic is this ghost app and it'll just put the words through. And they had so many answers on that where, oh God, I don't want to trigger people. Everyone's each to their own, everyone believes what they believe, that's totally fine, I'm fine with that. But basically, that heaven isn't a place, it's a state of being.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily when you go to heaven, you go to the pearly gates and it's this big white place, it's more, it's what you feel. That's not to say what I believe necessarily. I believe there's probably some truth to it, but that's my decision to think that. But that it's a state of being, it's a state of feeling. She has this ghost who is called Dave, who follows her and is apparently kind of like her protector. Is Sam, are you near your chair right now? Sam? You're a knob.
See her in the bottom corner of the screen.
You're a
bastard!
knob. You're a knob.
Got you?
I thought you could have spoke.
You got Amanda, you didn't get me.
I was just like,
Damn it!
honestly, I'm so deep in this scary shit. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight. Probably because I'm lost
I
ghost stuff. Yeah, but that heaven is apparently it's a state of being, and it's not a place. And
Hell is living on Earth.
it's apparently it's when you pass on, you kind of get like new roles and new jobs. Like he's apparently her protector. I think that's kind of
Because
cool.
actually,
He's her protector, yeah.
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 I think that's crazy. That is.
On this spirit of spookiness, it's not ghost related, but it is scary facts. Would you like to know some scary, true facts?
Oh yeah, go for
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
Shall we wait for Sam?
Yeah, wait for her to come back. Sam, hurry up and put your butt plug away.
Yeah. She's left a minge on the back of her chair.
That is disgusting. Biff cam. Woo! Look at them legs. Woo woo! I think Sam's forgetting that we're live.
Sorry, I forgot you. It's like normal face shot for us.
This is the shit we literally get out doing on a daily basis anyway.
I'm going to give you some scary facts. I mean, they might not be horrifyingly scary, but they're interesting. I love a good interesting
Go
fact.
on, go for it. I want to know.
So, there are over 250,000 deaths a year due to medical error. That is just over 684 per day.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Nurse Ratchet's over here.
Eh?
Medical error.
Uh-huh.
Basically, making medical errors, like administering the wrong medication, not checking it's your right patient, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Being lazy, you're not doing your job properly. Human error, though.
Fir trees can grow in human lungs.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
Remember that when you had a seed in your ear, Kim?
Yes,
And it grew in your ear?
100%. So, I used to have to cut through a rather large graveyard to pick my eldest daughter up from school if I'd been to my mum's. It was really windy and I'd felt something hit us in the side of the head one day. And it wasn't until roughly 3-4 weeks later I'd started getting ear pain, and I think it was Dad looked at me and said it looked like you got something stuck in your ear. So I went down to hospital and they found it was a tree seed from like one of the branches that had basically got lodged in my ear and started sprouting in my ear. So they had to reload. So there you go.
Took us to get Leonie earlier.
Were you
Little
just
black
like,
seat earlier. She was like, Mum, what's that in your ear? 'Cause she was watching before when I had that ear thing. And she was like, oh, what's that black thing? It was like a round ball. It was like a seed of something.
easy? So-
Yeah, it just goes in.
That is terrifying.
You could have a pretty flower for you and everything.
So there is a 1 in 3 chance I'll try that one again. There's a 1 in 3 chance police will never identify your killer if you were murdered in the US. Criminologists estimate that at least 200,000 murders have gone unsolved since the 60s.
Whoa,
Bloody hell.
that's mental.
If the sun exploded right now, you wouldn't know about it for another 8 minutes. It would take 8 minutes and 20 seconds to travel from the sun to the earth.
You wouldn't know about it anyway because you just go into dust.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you would have 8 minutes of known about it.
Eh?
You would have 8 minutes of known about it.
Well, yeah, because you'd watch it, you'd just like, imagine 8 minutes of panicking.
I know.
They're
Also-
burning up as pods and people oh!
Yeah.
Yes.
Side note, also, as well as these spooky podcasts we're going to be doing, we may well do some podcasts on serial killers.
Oh yeah, that would be interesting.
Untold, well, not untold, but like murders that have gone unsolved, suspicious circumstances, that kind of thing.
Weird,
Definitely
creepy
going
kind
to be
of
more
death.
ghosts. Yeah.
Creepy
yeah.
pack.
Yep. So it's hence the name of the podcast. It doesn't always have to be ghosts. It's like, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like those moments of what the hell, that is crazy, or oh my god, what is that? And we came up with it. When you hear a noise at the end of your hallway or you see a black shadow, you're not like, sup bro, wanna hang out? No, you're like, what the fuck was that? Because that's what I do.
Yeah.
I'm not that person where, you know when you jump scare someone?
Yeah.
And you've got two kind of people in this world. Well, you've got three. You've got the person who's going to drop to the floor like, ah, and cry. You've got another person who's probably going to punch you in the face. I'm that person where you, like, if I was attacked, please never attack me. Because I'm literally just going to go, ugh. That is me just,
Really?
ugh. Yeah. Alex does it all the time. I just go, ugh.
I'm really hard to scare. I
am.
would be.
I scare so easy. So easy.
I swear to God, I think he punched us 3 times. Honest to God, he came to the toilet once, and I was hiding behind the door in the dark, and he thought I went to bed, and he walked past, and I went, "Run!" and he went, "Ah!" and he was like, "Oh, babe, God," and he punched you, I was like,
Oh.
me own fault.
To be fair, if you got decked in that moment, it would have been your own fault for that.
Yeah.
It would have been my own fault, and I would never have blamed him because he would never hurt us.
No, I never would. Chris is lovely.
He is. He's a canny bear.
Yeah.
He puts up my shirt.
He's gonna be to
No,
put up with you. Put up with you.
So I live with my best friend. I don't even know he's here half the time, honest to God. I forget I live with him. He's no bother.
Funny enough, my fellow same. Honestly, like, I barely know that he's here.
I bet.
I know, like, you must never see him, Kim, honestly.
Don't, honestly, it's like
Feed him. He must be really thin.
it's like he's imaginary.
Maybe he is. So, right, just a bit of background on this. Kim doesn't have a partner. Because Kim has a very intimidating face. Called resting bitch face. And also, she don't settle for no normal man, no. Kim wants a man who is 6 foot or over. You have to be Scottish and you have to have a farm of Highland cows.
Cows.
Yeah.
Specifically Highland cows. So if
And
you
you've
have
got to
all
look
of that
confident.
criteria, you've got to look.
I do not. Oh, do you know what I hate? Right, this is going to turn into one of them. It's going to turn into one of them podcasts. I cannot stand a man that does argue back. I hate it.
Who don't argue back.
Mhm.
So you got to give us some shit.
It's like, you know, like you try and like you're having a good old argument, right? And they just go like, "All right, babe. Okay, babe. Yeah. No bother. All right."
I hate that.
Nah.
Kim,
Pack your shit and fuck off.
Raz
Yep.
just said.
No, we got man for you, Kim.
Raz has just said it was going well until the Highland cows.
Who said
Sorry,
this?
Drew.
Yep, Raz said it was going well till the Highland cows. He was getting his hopes up. I'm sorry, Raz. I'm really sorry,
Yeah.
but
If you haven't got Highland cows, you've got no time.
this is my
No.
sister, and I know her very well, and she would eat you alive. Honestly, you would be
would.
left rocking in the corner. Like, you'd be a broken man. This is Kim we're talking about here. She don't take no prisoners. Fucking, I said princesses.
Prisoners?
She don't take no princesses.
I
So
do not
me.
think-
You like princesses?
Yeah, she don't. I don't like arguing back, frankly. It's just kind of like.
We just run and hide. Let her crack on.
Yeah, I'm not that bad. Jesus.
If a man, well,
No,
I
you're not.
don't pick arguments, but if he's gonna pipe up, I just can't. It's kind of like I'm gonna give you a chance to kind of like realize what you're saying and who you're speaking to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for the apology.
No, it takes
No,
visit
we
me,
don't
'cause I-
argue.
And he's
Raz
like,
says-
"Oh, you're tired."
Raz says you clearly don't know me.
Where's this on,
Challenge,
Kim?
Kim. It's a
Yeah.
challenge. Raz, you're over 6 foot. I didn't know you were over 6 foot. Why
Ooh,
is
you learn
everyone
something
so
new.
tall in the world? Why am I so small? Just a
Not
little
that
small bean.
It's just
These
your
things
small.
come in small packages.
I'm just a little
Is that
small
right?
bean. My niece is taller than me.
She is.
My
Both nieces
16
are
Taller than you.
16-year-old niece is smaller than me. Taller than me.
Was your 15-year-old niece?
Yeah, I was gonna say so. Your
Oh
15-year-old.
my god, Leonie, yeah. Leonie's taller than me and she's like 15. Everyone's taller than me.
I'm surprised Hunter's not taller than you.
I'm
I was
just a
just
little
trying to
bean.
say, I think Amelia's like getting there
On
too.
par.
Yeah.
Take me feet as well. I've got really little feet. And Alex just like laughs at me hands. He's like, God, if you got in a fight, what would you ever do with them little kitty mittens?
Kitty mittens.
He does. He does.
Just
Like,
be like,
he'll wind
do you
me
want us
up.
to show ya?
He'll wind me up and I'm like, don't even dare. And he's just like, couldn't do with them little kitty mittens. Look at them, they're so little. I'm just like,
You on the nose. Just bubbly bubba.
boop boop. Boopity boop.
See, now I'm the opposite. I've got massive feet and I've got quite long hands.
You sound like Slender Man.
Yeah, you do.
I've got long
Kim,
hands.
what's this one for you?
I'm your sister. I'm
What
slender.
man? Well, I look like Slender Man.
I legitimately have really long fingers.
Like Snake.
I've just got
I used to know somebody who had really long fingers, like snakes. And we all used to call our snake
Good.
fingers, which I know it was
Oh.
mean, but I was about 5.
I was slightly concerned at where the conversation was going. She was taking
got one.
And now she has OnlyFans.
Good. And then she was like, it's a girl. I was like,
Snakefingers at onlyfans.com. I bet you that's
I
a
bet
thing.
that's what's supposed to know. It's long fingers.
I bet you that's a thing, I'm telling you.
Oh,
Long
I'm
fingers.
surprised.
Oh no, I need someone with very small hands. Boosts the confidence. Now we all know that a man likes a girl with small hands.
Yeah,
Why is that?
because it makes things look bigger.
Makes the dick look big.
Hi.
Oh
That's
well.
what it is.
Well.
That's what it is. It really
It is what it is.
Men always like a shorter woman. I don't know why.
You do.
Yeah.
You do, but I'm quite tall for a woman, so.
They get very offended though if you ask them how tall they are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do
I-
actually. They really
Frequently.
do. Yeah, men don't like. Yeah, yeah. I
They
understand it
don't.
though. I understand it. I get it. I quite like. I used to hate being short, but I like being short now.
Like,
I used to hate being tall, but
Aren't you like
Um,
5'6"?
I'm not that- me, yeah, I'm like 5'5" or something.
Yeah, it's not far.
see,
off.
I'm 5'9", so I've got to ask men how tall they are.
Yeah, you
if
do.
Walking
You
about
want somebody who's
giant.
like,
take my child for a walk.
Like Lady Dimitrescu.
Aye, basically.
every man's got a thing for her with her big boobs and her big ass.
It's 'cause
It's
she's
me.
stacked.
It's me.
She looks fit as. Like,
I've said Alex, I would like, if I was tall enough, I would go as her for Halloween.
yeah.
I've got the.
Oh, Kim,
I have the assets. Oh, Kim, you're really
gonna
tall.
Just cause a lady, you made She's considered.
Kim,
That's
you've got
what
boobs.
Yeah, I'm lost.
I've got junk in the trunk
that was like
And the trunk.
honestly right.
and the bonnet.
And the
I
trunk.
had no context that I may as well have just went, you're a girl.
You've got boobs.
You have boobs, right? No, you
You've
could
got
go
a
as
velvet
Lady
petal.
Dimitrescu for Halloween. I want to have a Halloween party. I really want to have a Halloween party.
Please do.
I just
Please do.
I just need to put out there, like, a disclaimer. I don't have any friends.
Same.
I
I'll be
really
your
don't. You mean sister?
I'll come see you. So I can say be your friend.
Yeah, anyone new who's just come in, we're all sisters. Can you tell?
We're related.
Yes. Yes. But
You gotta guess who's the oldest, so I'm not telling you now.
yeah, guess in chat now. Who is the oldest?
the
You could
oldest?
win a car. You could.
You
Could
could,
be a
but we
picture
won't buy
Hot Wheel one.
You could win a car.
somewhere else.
You could.
Uh,
Go on.
Maybe a toy car.
In chat now, I want to know, who do you think
Well,
of
like
the three of us is the oldest?
Wow,
Say me, I'm not
lighter.
going to be very happy.
I'm gonna
Who is
cry.
the oldest? I have a lighter
Hello?
too.
Yeah, mine's orange.
Mine's orange.
Oh, yours is cute. Mine's just a crap thing. I've just got like a.
I don't have a
I've got
light
box
because I'm
full
not an
I don't
arsonist.
even smoke.
I don't smoke, but I just use it for candles. I like candles.
Yeah, don't.
I don't have a
Yeah.
lighter.
Come
What?
on then. Like
But you
nobody.
like, with?
All these
do have a
people
lighter,
just
but not
listening to
to
a
have.
podcast and not even bothering to type in.
Like your crap out.
What?
I said,
Would you like your crap out?
I like that with me fiery hot farts.
Oh.
she lights it with the soul.
Uh,
Who looks the oldest? Well, probably Kim.
Raz, you're a bag of dicks.
what
Are you
happened?
saying Amanda looks older?
Apparently, I look oldest, but probably Kim.
No, I
What
thought
am I
me.
the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
Raz, are you saying I look oldest?
Yeah, you're the old. You're old.
Are you saying I
Oh,
look
he's
young?
doing that on purpose.
Yes, yes,
I used to like you.
yes.
Penis.
I'm the middle one.
Fast
I'm
pass
the
to
did-
getting banned. Nah, I won't ban you if you think I look old. Everyone says I look young anyway, so I know you're lying.
I got idea for scissors.
Everyone's like, oh, so do you live at home with your parents then? And I'm like, no, I've got a house and I have children. And they're like,
Okay.
you don't have kids? And I'm like, well,
Get this.
I'm 28. They're like, I thought you were like
Somebody
20.
kept talk, and they thought Brogan was my boyfriend.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that you? I was just talking to your boyfriend just now. I was like, that's my son. It's like, how old is he? I went, he's 18. How old are you? I was like, I'm 36. Oh, I thought it was your boyfriend. I was like, it's my son.
Oh, do you know what?
And then-
I would have just went, not with that mustache.
I was like, really? Oh well, at least I look young for 36.
You do, Sam. You don't look 36.
I get dodgy looks when everybody calls us mum in public. So
In
Really?
public.
in
Like
public,
sisters? In public.
in public.
Yeah,
I
people's like, oh, you've got 6 kids and your oldest not 18. I'm like, yeah. Did you birth them all yourself? I was like, yeah. You birthed them all yourself? I was like, no offense, I'm in the bin. I just thought I'd take them. Of
You
course I
birthed-
birthed them all myself.
Angelina Jolie, that shit.
I did, yeah. I adopted them from around the country. No,
Just goes around collecting children.
I do, yep. It's just me, it's the thing. Some people collect stamps, I collect kids. Nothing wrong.
You can't be advertising that shit on YouTube.
Sorry, I don't collect kids. I have my own kids, thank you very much. I don't want any more. Okay.
But enough.
Amelia asked if she could have a little sister the other day. I was like, no.
He just said to me, he's like, Mum, can I have a brother or can I have a robot? So you can have a robot.
Yeah, you can have
But I really want a little brother. I went, why? He went, well, so I can tell him to do things. and play with. I was like, you're not getting a brother? I don't think so. I'll get a dog. Another one. I don't want any more kids yet. No, thank you very
I don't
much.
want anyone at all.
I don't want
I don't
any
want any
womb
either, but-
gremlins. Gremlins?
Yeah,
Oh, my gearbox taken out. Just take out the gearbox. And
yeah,
put
same.
it-
Oh no, I couldn't be dealing with that.
Remove.
I'm waiting for grandkids later on in the very, very distant future.
If you want to hook it up, so.
Yeah, I bloody hope so.
Ah!
I
I
would
think
like.
I for becoming a granny at 36.
Oh
I'd
God,
cry.
I
Chris.
think Chris would. I would.
How old was Mum when she became a nana?
30s?
Yeah. She was 30. Well, she was 36 when I had Leonie.
Yeah, you're just hot to the core.
Piss off.
It's my new saying, ho to the co. Not
Okay,
cow.
I'm a
Well, all had
I'm
children
a
at
bag
80.
for life.
Yeah,
I'm
we
not
did.
one of these little 5-pence carriers. I'm a bag for life.
I'm sorry, right, but I'm
I'm joking, I'm a bag.
Oh
So I
my
said to
God.
Chris, I said, "You're one of these little slags that just break in 2 seconds, these little bags. I'm a bag for life, but I'm your bag for life." And he's like, come on then. Let's go shopping.
See, you say things like that, I just come up with like, so Alex, like, would you still love me if I was like a worm? And he's like, what? I'm like, so would you still love me if I was a worm? He's like, yes, I'd put you in my pocket and I'd keep you. I was like, oh,
Aw.
thanks. That's nice.
Put it in my pocket, I'll dehydrate and
Well,
die.
it's not what he said the first time. He said he put us in his bum. I was like, why? Well, I know where you are. I was like, why in your bum?
I can feel you in my bum. Ugh.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I asked Chris if I was a zombie, would you kill us? And he went, no, I'd keep you in a room. I couldn't kill you. I love you. I was like, what if I tried to eat you? He was like, I'd just lock you in a room and just feed you.
I'm sorry, like, I know we're related and stuff, but if either of you two turn zombie and try to fucking come at us, your head will be getting walloped right off.
I am prepared. I've watched so much Walking Dead and Z Nation and All of
Yeah.
Us Are Dead. Oh my god, have you seen All of Us Are Dead yet?
No.
Yes. Oh, it's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Loved it.
Did you watch the English dub version or did you watch the Korean version?
I watched the English dub version.
I watched the Korean version and read subtitles.
I watched neither.
But I read the subtitles because it still talks. I'm like half deaf anyway, so I'm still like reading subtitles like this.
I like
When
the
people-
Korean version, even though I don't know what they're saying. But it was amazing that they made another one, you know.
Are they? Oh, I was waiting for another one coming out.
They've
as
got
well.
a game on Roblox that you can play. Yes, I play Roblox. Don't come at me. Yeah. So, called All of Us Are Dead, and you've got to kill all the zombies, and it's really cool.
Oh no way! I'm gonna play.
I played it. I streamed it live.
Did you? I'll have to have a look.
It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. But we're definitely going to have to keep doing more of these podcasts because it's been very, very funny. We've been streaming for nearly 3 hours.
God.
It's been fun. I've
It has
enjoyed
been
it.
really, really fun. So, ladies,
I know.
I'm giving you homework this time. You're going to get expelled.
Okay, we'll understand this assignment since
Yes,
we didn't.
I want you
did.
to go through the internet like Hurricane Doris, and I want you to find spooky stories, haunted houses, haunted dolls, anything like that. Your own spooky stories. Just do a little draft of it in front of you so you know what you got, and we'll do it.
Yeah.
Are you up for tomorrow night? Are you busy tomorrow night? Are you up for tomorrow night?
Yeah.
Yeah, we will all come back here tomorrow night. We're gonna say around 8 o'clock. Around 8,
Yeah, I'm up.
between 8 and 9 o'clock. Great British time. We'll be back here tomorrow night to do all of our
British time?
spookies again. Right, listen. Great bitch time, yeah? That's what I meant. Right, I'm just gonna put something here now. When I speak, right, it's not always gonna make sense. I'm not always gonna say words correctly. Social anxiety fucks my brain. It's something mad. So deal with it, right? It's
We
fine.
let you off because you're cute and
I'm
little.
very cute and little. Yes.
We can put you in our pocket.
Yes. Just like a little cute bean. Or a little cute worm, something like that, yeah. So we'll all be back tomorrow night around between 8 and 9 o'clock with spooky stories. We'll do our
Which
research.
will then spiral into utter nonsense.
Kim, are you
And
going
now
to be
we'll
on
have
camera
even
tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'll be on camera tomorrow night.
Yay!
You
What?
better be. see.
You've got
I
one,
will-
Sam.
Look at my eyebrows. One's on it. Look, that one's up, and that one's like down.
Not twins, the sisters. Mine
Yeah.
weren't even
Yeah.
related this morning.
I don't even think mine's related.
Yeah,
Right.
right. We'll be back tomorrow night. Okay? So
We will.
thank you everybody who has watched our stream tonight. We'll be back. There'll be
Thank
more
you for watching.
podcasts. Give us some suggestions. But you know, if you're on YouTube, you've got to like the video. And then what have you got to do, Sam?
Gotta subscribe.
And what have you got to do, Kim? The bell icon.
Kim, tickle a bell. Tickle
Tick-
the bell.
My nips.
Give it a
You've
little
got
tickle.
Tickle a little
Yeah,
nip
you
knot.
have to. And if you're on Twitch, follow me channel. Watch the video. We will at some point have a channel for the podcast. So all the videos will be going on there. They're just currently going on mine at the moment, but they will all be on there in the future. We'll all be on webcam tomorrow night. Kim, that means you do.
Yes,
And,
and you know what? I just wanted to be brawlers tonight, okay? The girls are
Alright.
sore. It's a painful experience. I
I
just
know
wanted
the
to be
feeling.
brawlers.
I know the feeling. You just tits to the wind. It's fine.
Yeah, literally.
Yep.
I'm in the itty titty committee.
Yep.
I'm in the too big for my own shoulders committee.
Yep. If you're on YouTube and you've made it this, like, this is going to be on after stream, but if you're on YouTube and you're watching the video and you've made it this far, well done. And also,
Yeah. Congrats.
put down,
Congratulations.
put in the comment box what you would like us to just talk about on the streams. But you ladies stay right there. We're